All right, how's my makeup look? We are live,
How's my
everybody.
makeup
Welcome to the Rideshare Garage. You almost had a heart attack there, huh? What's Buddha? Buddha's over there acting out. As you can see, Vinny is not here. We have the driven dad, the driven dad right here below me, and then over to our, well, let's see. For me, it's my bottom left. Your guys' bottom right, whatever. Counting Tom, how are we doing?
What's up, brothers? I'm doing all right. Another week.
Right. Yeah, another week. I've been actually pulling back from rideshare a little bit, trying to focus on a few other things. So
I've done that too.
Crazy. Yeah. Driven Dad, how we doing? We in the middle of something? I don't want to put you on the spot.
I'm here.
All right. How's it going?
Going good.
So, then we have not here, Mr. Vinny, who's not here. How we doing?
I'm not here.
I'm not here.
We're still trying to get those audio settings together. So I think I dropped that link for somebody to experiment with. So we'll see if we can get before the end of this stream. Hopefully, we'll have our sound effects back. We'll see. And then Dara is David Risher's daddy. What's going on? What's going on with that, bro?
Wow.
Nah, bro. I put that name because, bro.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Nah, but what's up though?
Welcome, Queen Brown in the chat. MRDSN 189. Hello, wonderful people. That's what I'm saying to everybody here. It's been a crazy. I'm sorry, I've got dogs barking. I'm not even sure if that's coming through the mic, but it's been a crazy week. How is everybody's week going so far? It's Wednesday. We only got a couple more days until we get the weekend money. How's everybody's week going so far? Nobody, County Tom.
No,
How?
I about to say.
I thought we was going in line, but
hey, I mean, hey, whoever's interested in speaking on it. Tom, what we got?
No, I just said I just been trying to do research, trying to see if I'm gonna try to see if I can get a certain amount per ride, because I forgot to send some more screenshots to Vinny on what I've been receiving on my account as far as from Lyft, Uber, a screenshot of now. If you pick a ride, they'll tell you how much an hour you'll get if you continue to pick this type of ride. so it's just been doing research, and then also I was gonna, since Maestro is still being used on the Uber and Lyft platforms, I was gonna, since it's a bot, just see if I can get $1.25 a mile to see how long it would take for me to get that.
I can't be mad at that. Buddha, how about you? What you got going on this week? How the numbers looking?
The numbers look fine until you see how much the passenger pays and what Uber takes, and you have this perception of, yeah, dude, this ride is paying $30 an hour. Then you're like, damn, they charge the customer like $100 an hour. You're like, hey.
I think I saw that pop up in our group chat for LA.
You seen that, right?
Yeah.
You seen that?
You got half. Well, you got half, right?
Less than half.
Oh,
by like this.
It's the nickel and diming. The few minutes that they tell you that. Oh yeah, you're gonna take 30 minutes. You know, for you to go pick somebody up, and they're only gonna give you $14.20.
No, but that's the thing. That's the perception, right? A lot of people like, oh, I'm not taking those $3 rides. I'm not taking those $4 rides. But then you're like, and then you call the passenger cheap B word, and it's like, but they just pay $15 for that small ride.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not cheap. We started thinking about miles and the per mile and the per minute and the per hour sometimes, right? And like Steven says, we should get paid for our time because we're trading our time to do this job to make some money for what we got to do with the money, right? But then you're like, dang, they're not even paying for the time now.
Mm-hmm.
All of the Lyft pings that says paid for pickup, I put it into ChatGPT, and there's literally no time added to it. And they're literally paying you per mile. And it's like, for what, bro? Like, I mean, the numbers are there.
Right.
The numbers are there. They're good numbers if you think about it, but it's like, it's unmotivating, bro, for real. After that $200 ride, bro, and I only got paid $97, I didn't even want to work no more, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's just I completely get why that's disheartening, especially if you for the people that the OGs looking back and seeing themselves getting 80% compared, 80%, and the company only taking 20. But now we're still seeing it. We were told the illusion that the passengers are not getting, or they're getting gouged and then we're getting our money back. But now they're getting gouged and we're not getting that money back on us. So it's frustrating. Who's throwing up?
See what Vinny said?
What?
Look what Vinny
this is Vinny's. What's going on, Vinny?
Literally hours breaking news right there. Dara sells a bunch of shares, bro, making him over 100 mil. And that's not even the sweet part. He still got his bonus. And
which
still
bonus?
Got the 150 mil.
Oh, right.
The 150 mil.
No. 166 mil.
166 million.
No, I'm sorry. Check that. 133 million. And then he just sold on May 17th. He sold 500,000 shares of Uber common stock for 33 million. Okay. In addition, he just sold a bunch of other shares yesterday or today, another 30%. So he is cashing out, bro. He is like bro. What's he doing? What y'all think he's doing, man?
Well, I don't. He knows that something's going wrong.
Inside trader.
Internally.
100%.
Yeah.
Are we going to see some huge move in the next few days?
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny he sells all of his shares, right? Once it went up because Elon said something that his thing is getting pushed. The robotaxi is getting pushed back to October, too.
Well, I have another theory on why that got pushed back, but that's something that let's see. I'm trying to share this one too. Here's another story from. This one was from. Come on, get out of there. Market Beat. CEO sells 500,000 shares of stock. I mean, it's all over the place, bro. Everybody knows he did.
Yeah.
And when you're CEO, you've already hit a bonus in the last 6 months. You've taken the company in the S&P 500.
Yep.
I mean, Steven, Obsidian Vinny, Steven, you're the host, but here's a question for you as the host of the show. I mean, what do you think the chat thinks? What do you think drivers think when they see this? When our rates are, as Buddha just said, we're getting 40 to 45% of what the actual fare is being paid, right? If a driver's charged $102 and you're making $45, that something ain't right there. When the CEO
They're just milking us dry,
just banged out. He just banged out what? Let's see. So there's $36 million there from last month. Another $36 million here yesterday, right? So that's $70 million, $72 million, plus the $133 million bonus. I don't know if these shares of stock are tied into that shares of stock or not. I don't know. But let's just say, just raw dumb numbers, because we're dummies, right? We're peasants.
right?
That's $200 million this guy has made. How the hell is Uber crying so broke they can't turn or show a profit without the fuzzy math? And yet, Buddha just showed you 45% of the ride, bro. Something smells, man.
And that's
something
not
smells, dude. Something
and
smells.
so I was talking to somebody about how we can use AI versus AI to figure out not fully the algorithm of the bullshit, right? And bro, it even says, let me just read what it says while you guys like keep on talking real quick. But let's see.
Here. Oh wow. I didn't even see that.
Oh, see,
Go ahead.
don't sulk, Scott. I'll invite you. Don't sulk.
No. Scott's not allowed. No.
Oh,
Jesus.
dang.
Oh,
What did you do, Scott?
Damn.
I'm joking.
Don't exclusive level sales all have to be planned and announced far in advance, though. Vinny?
So here's the other. No, hell no. He can come on in. I sent. Tell Ron
No.
from the.
I just read a mess. So one of the questions: don't executive level sales all have to be planned and announced far in advance, though?
I'm not. Well, I'm sure within the SEC they have to be, but publicly they might not have to be. In other words, they might have to get approval from the SEC to sell their stock, or they might already have a deal cut in. So say like you could get an early offering on a share of stock, right, from a company. But you might have, if once the company goes public, you might have to be locked into that stock where you can't sell it for X amount of months or years. That happens. You're locked into it, and then once that period is over, then you're free to sell. That could have happened with Dara. I don't know. I'm just saying it's awfully suspicious that at the height of their stock, when the economy is absolutely taking a shit,
Yep.
all of a sudden he decides he wants to sell some shares of stock, and not just a little bit. I mean, how much money? Hey, Tom, accounting Tom.
Yes, sir.
How much money do you need to actually pay for a house?
The average cost of a house in Florida is what, $368,000, and the down payment is $192,000.
So now he can buy 100. So he can now buy 100 of them.
Yeah.
He can put 100 drivers. He can make 100 homeless Uber drivers that work for his company. He could give them homes.
Right.
Paid in full.
Mm-hmm.
And still have $70 million left over.
Right.
That's some bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I also wanted to bring this up because I think it's important. I'm not going to show Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Uber and Lyft jump after a report of Tesla's robotaxi delayed. Did you guys see this last week?
Did not.
So Elon Musk had, at the last earnings call, Tesla announced their robotaxi. And they showed they showed a screenshot of what it's going to look like on the interface, right? And everybody was like, okay. Well, it was supposed to be, or some kind of go live or whatever, on August 8th. They delayed that and they pushed it back to October. That's when Tesla stock dropped last week. Okay. But Uber and Lyft both shot up 6%, 7% off that news. Now, if the Tesla robotaxi, delay causes Uber and Lyft stock to jump, what do y'all think the market thinks about Tesla's robotaxi? And I wanted to ask this question earlier, but I got to give it to the host, Mr. Steven. Mr. Steven, my question for you, sir, is what's the percentage you think Tesla's robotaxi will take from Uber and Lyft in the first 3 months?
30 to 40%.
That's pretty high.
That's high. Oh shit! You think them old people ready? Wow. Okay.
I don't think the old people are ready for it, but I think if the price is right, I think a lot of people are making decisions with their wallet right now, and as word of mouth starts spreading around, people are going to be less hesitant. Right. And the more people really tout the fact that most of your major travel is done autonomously, it'll alleviate some of these people's fears when it comes to travel, and they'll be more likely to get into these vehicles.
I'm not going to disagree with you. Can I talk about my day a little bit?
Oh yeah,
Go right ahead, brother.
Is it? Today's the first day I've had in probably 2 months where the day just flowed. From the minute I started to the minute I stopped, the day just flowed.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's been at least 2 months since working Uber only, because I had Lyft on for like 20 minutes. Nothing went off, so I just shut the damn thing off. It's dead air to me, right?
Right.
It's dead air. I'm not wasting battery. I'll save my battery on my phone. Anyway, the day flowed. But I had been telling the guys on the radio, and I've been saying in some of my videos and my blogs, that I'm noticing some of the wealthiest areas, those folks are taking X rides.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have one today. I had two multimillionaires in my car today taking X rides.
Yeah.
Because they don't see the value like they used to see the value in Uber rides. Why they say, why should I pay $100 for a car that more than likely is going to be either like they were saying, the two lower platforms, referring to Comfort and X. Mm-hmm. He says, when I know one of those cars is going to show up anyway. He says Uber's too goddamn expensive. But yet, I'm telling you, the cribs I picked these guys up from, one of them owns a private security firm. Okay. I mean, shit, pulling up to his house was like pulling up to Fort Knox. Shit. Right. Mm-hmm. And then another guy is a private equity financial guy. Right. And he kind of showed me something, just blew my mind. So, but that's a whole nother discussion. My point being, guys, is that Uber's like just way overpricing. They are trying to stash money away right now. But my day flowed today. It was a $190 day for 7 hours. Okay, all those rides but one were X rides. So, like somebody said to me on the radio, I forget who it was. I think it was Steven. Was it? No, Nick. It was Nick. Nick said, "Bro, companies are taking X rides. They're not taking premier rides like that anymore." Mm-hmm. I guess maybe he's right.
Right. But see, this is the thing though, right? The same thing happens here at these multi-million-dollar homes in Newport, all the way up to the Santa Monica, Brentwood area. Steven knows those houses, multi-$10 million homes. They're all taking X in Comfort because no matter what, I talk to these people and they're like, there is no point of going black SUV when they come, when the Suburban comes. The doors are messed up. It looks all nasty. They get better cars on Comfort and X sometimes, which is crazy to think about. And that black car service that everybody says, I think Vinny said it best, that Lyft damn near killed the black car market because nobody gives a flying crap about, suit and tie, white gloves like a chauffeur should be. And,
right.
There's no point for them to. And at the end of the day, like they said, I'm still getting picked up in a Tesla anyway. But I use my Tesla as a Swiss Army knife. I could go all the platforms if I wanted to, but it's because it's cheaper to run than a normal gas car would be. That's the only reason why I use a Tesla, because it's really that profit margin that I can get on every ride because it's cheaper to run. A lot of people don't understand that. They get a Pathfinder or a Pilot or some weird car in the market, and it's like, bro, do you guys know that, if you guys want to run with profit, you get a car that's cheaper to run in the long run, right? Because Teslas don't have oil changes. They don't have all these things that you got to do 3 times a month. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It sucks. Like,
it sucks, but then the other thing is you've also got people locked in, and that's what we were talking about earlier today. There's people that are locked into higher end vehicles. Maybe they need to keep renting a Suburban, or they bought one and they already set up the business, but they're not set up. They weren't set up with clients yet. Whatever it may be. So these individuals are used to being able to pull these rides off the street. I mean, I think the environment for Uber and Lyft, and Scott can speak to this, at least here in Los Angeles, the amount of Lyft rides that actually request black is hyper reduced. I was just telling Vinny, if I was to run, like he runs Lyft on black only and then runs the other app, runs Uber with the other ride types available. If I was to try to do that, I'd be lucky to get one ride a day.
If that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I can easily have days where I would have no rides after 12 hours sitting on the app. So
you're talking about on Lyft Black.
Yes. So
yeah, I agree. I ain't getting nothing. Zero.
Yeah. So, and it's like, and it's funny because even on the weekends, it's that, it's bad. I've had people in the chat in the comments talking about why do I go to the lower platforms and whatnot. And it's like, because it's completely unrealistic for me to sit in my car and think I'm going to get those ride types. Now, is there locations where I can get some of those rides? Yes. But it comes down to what times I'm able to drive. And by the time I get finished with the W-2, the time periods where people would be considering using black, whether going to an airport or going to a hotel and whatnot, those time periods are already over. The morning shift's already done. So it's really analyzing. You got to analyze every aspect of the market. It's not just that, but if you're locked into a higher end car right now, you can't. You're already stuck in a lease, or you're already stuck in purchasing or anything like that. Or this is the only vehicle that you have an option to. How long until these platforms? I take it nobody at this point is buying new vehicles to be on extra comfort. It's one thing to go and buy a vehicle to get on Lutz, but it's a whole nother thing where you're getting paid the rate, at least before, was like $60 an hour, for the time, for active time. It's a completely different situation when you've only got extra comfort and it's paying less than standard, and you still have to do all the backflips in order for these passengers. So what's the incentive for you as a driver to go the extra mile? I remember people having water, snacks, offering all kinds of services out of their car. Why do all that? I've heard people say that they don't wash their cars often now. Why? Why am I investing into this when you don't appreciate it? You're not even tipping, and you're coming out of these multi-million-dollar houses, so I don't know.
It's a damn shame, bro. Look, I brought up the X ride that I got offered, right? Look at this. The passenger paid $89.94 for the trip. I got paid $33.09 for that ride.
Post a screenshot, buddy. Post a screenshot.
Who do I give it? Who do I send it to?
No. Have the host should be able to tell you how you can share your screenshots here.
Oh, the host, huh? The
host, Steven. I'm not here. I'm not here.
I just sent it. I just sent the screenshot to your WhatsApp, Steven.
My WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to show that on the screen. You know what? I'll do that later. You're gonna have to. So you should have a shared screen option, and then I can accept it. I can accept the request down at the bottom.
No, I don't have it.
All right, that's fine. Let me see. So what is it? Read it off. What does it say?
So the passenger paid $89.94 for the trip. The offered trip was $33.09 for the trip, and Uber took 63.2% of the fare on that ride. now with AI, right? It gives you a summary, and in the summary says that this analysis shows a substantial difference between what the passenger paid and what the driver received. Uber is taking around 63.2% of the fare is quite significant, leaving the driver with less than half of what the passenger paid. This illustrates the challenges faced by drivers in terms of earnings, as a large portion of the fare goes to the platform itself.
I mean, and how does that not take the wind out of your sails when you're out here on these platforms?
I think that comes right back to what you just said, right? So why what how can I say this? What damn it, I can't think of the right word. What motivation is there? What incentive is there for a driver to drive anything more than a 2005 Prius for Uber or Lyft right now?
Right.
Seriously.
That's
What's
what.
the incentive? Even the premier rides, the premier SUV rides, those prices are starting to dip down. Lyft, right, Stephen? You said, well, I only turn on Lyft Black. Yeah, because Lyft Comfort is worse than Uber X Shared. Regular Lyft, like Thomas just sent me his thing, is $22 an hour, right? It's $23 an hour on the ride type. But I got news for you, Thomas. Down here right now, X rides are paying 18 to 22 an hour. They got it pegged.
Exactly. Yeah.
They got it pegged to that price point. No matter how much. So what somebody tell me when I first started, I'm an OG.
Right.
I'm an OG. We talking about 9 years now, part-time, right? Doing this.
Yeah.
I had the tissue, I had the mints, and I had the water. And you know what? On X, we were making $1 a mile. 9 years ago, we were making $1 a mile.
Pretty much.
Time mileage combined. Don't get me wrong. But if it was a 10-mile trip, it was a $10 payout to me. Right? Very rarely do you see that anymore.
Yeah. No,
so what's the incentive, bro? Y'all tell me, what's the incentive for a driver to go out there and want to do better?
Well, my thing is, we were talking about too, how long is it going to take actually the shift from higher end vehicles being on the platform? Now, I assume there's still going to be the individuals that drive black because they can take advantage of possibly making new clients if they're real black clients. But besides that, every other ride type, or first off, comfort, I think you're going to see a non-existent level for comfort. Why pay $20,000 or more for a car that qualifies for comfort when it has to be a 2018 or newer? And what, next year it's going to be 2019 or newer or whatever?
Thank you.
You know? So if the vehicle has to be 2000, why would anybody waste their time spending, unless that just happens to be their car and they're forced into that position? I think what we're going to see is a complete reduction in the amount of vehicles that are in that space for comfort altogether, and you're just going to see a constant drop in the quality of vehicles that even appear on X. People are going to beat up their higher. Go ahead.
I think the comfort play maybe for Uber and Lyft on that is to make people rent their electric vehicles.
I think they're trying. Maybe I'm wrong on this. I think they're trying to get away from it.
No, they just made it. Uber just got in bed with. Here, I'll go look it up. Go ahead, continue. I'm gonna go look.
So they're not with.
They just got in bed with some. Yeah, they just got in bed with somebody. An EV charging company. I don't know. I didn't read the article.
I think I saw something like that because it was an EV charging company in the UK.
So let's see.
It says they were going to start bringing their charging stations here to America, and your charge will roll like a gas meter, like how you're getting gas, but it rolls with the kilowatt hours.
So I don't see what the point is. But okay, are they continuing this whole deal with the Tesla cars? Are they working on? I guess they do have now. They were pushing the Mustang for a minute there. Is that what?
Yeah, the E-Mach. Yeah, they still pushing the EVs in the app.
Which is funny. I go to the location where they rent out the cars. I don't see any Mach-E's there
because it's not through Hertz. You have to go to a Ford dealership to pick up a Mach-E because it's a Uber and Ford lease directly where they do a background, the credit check. It's literally like a dealership with Ford and them. It's not like that. I do know that. I think it's not Lyft. It's Hertz. Hertz has a deal with EVCS where you pay monthly, unlimited charging monthly. But for Teslas, really suck because We don't need that. We have the little app on the Tesla tablet that tells us where all the chargers are at anyway. So it's like it's not worth it for me, I guess.
All right,
my 2018
But that's
car
what I'm
should not
saying,
qualify.
Bear Claw. Is exact. Yeah, my 2018 car should not qualify for comfort next year. We'll see. I think they stick to the plan, and we're going to see a huge drop off in the amount of cars that qualify for comfort. And I think nobody smart should be buying another car that qualifies for comfort. It especially doesn't make sense when the rates are at the same rate as X. You're literally offering to do more. First off, you're paying more for the car, and then after you pay more for the car, you're guaranteeing that you're going to do shut up mode. And you're gonna, I'll help you with your luggage mode, and what's it called? You can either make it freezing cold in my car or make it hotter than the tundra in my car. It's all up to you.
Right.
Please control your experience, and I get nothing for it. On top of it, I'm almost guaranteeing that you're not going to tip.
Right. Well, and then I don't know what your guys' rate like from the area I work to the airport on a comfort trip is like $32, which used to be almost $50 before upfront fares.
Yep.
But the same trip on UberX, I've been seeing for like $26. So it's like a $6 difference.
Yeah, I've been noticing that
over
to the airport,
like 30 to 35 miles. So it's not.
But it's like
not
Buddha,
even an upgrade, really.
Yeah, well, it's like Buddha just said. It's like you get these rides, you're getting paid for the miles. You're not getting paid for your time. And I mean, I had a ride like that coming back from Coachella. Hour extra on the time. They said the ride didn't significantly change. I'm like, how is an hour extra on the road not significant change?
Right.
It's like, wow, you guys. I'm like, and then I start asking her. I'm like, do you work for an hour for free every day? Is that what you do? It's like, oh, that's not on the topic. That's not on the okay. You can't. I'm trying to understand where your reason comes from because you're.
Because if you were working a W-2, right? A W-2, if you're not paid for that hour, oh boy, you got a little something on your hands to go and sue the shit out of them,
dude.
You get me?
I had this conversation last night. I was talking to my nephew and I was telling him the summer of 22 when I was just doing pizza hard. I wasn't even trying to do rideshare. I was just like, let me last until football season. When the colleges get back in session, when it's an influx of people in the city, when everybody's going to start using this service at once. I was like, one time before we went on vacation, the week before, I didn't get paid. And I was like, hey, I was telling my manager, like, hey, I didn't get paid. Is something wrong? And he was like, yeah, something's wrong with payroll. We're trying to get it fixed, but you should have it by the end of the week. What? The end of the week? I need my money tomorrow. That end of the week came, still didn't get paid. I said, dude, I don't work for free. No, not at all. I'm not getting out in that sun and getting my skin complexion to burn out toaster oven for no money. Them days long gone.
Uber and Lyft, the people that are coming in that are newbies or even veterans at this point, like we say on this channel all the time, this shit is all you use. Get this money. Don't care about anything else. Just get the money and get the fuck out of this, bro. Because if you see some of these rides coming in and you got a 50,000 plus car, your mental health is gonna tank fast. Dude, you know what I'm saying,
bro? My Freedom Mobile is a $5,000 car, and I'm still like, no. I've been trying to do like I'm building up some content so I could do this comparison of what's a best single app to, if you only could do one app, which is the best to partner with catering and curry. And this week I started off Monday. Monday was like almost $300 on Uber. I was like, oh man, Uber is gonna kick DoorDash's ass because that's what I did last week. Tuesday hit, and man, I was getting trashed, just trash. I quit this week. I'm gonna try again a different week.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. It's hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's what the thing is, right? So Uber and Lyft is an easy job. Don't get it wrong. The driving is easy, but the hardest part of doing this ride sharing and gig work thing, app only. I'm not saying like private outside yourself, and it's all mental, bro. It's really really mental.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think he brings up a good point because it's like, how many times do you sit there and you're feeling like you're just all out of whack, like you feel like you're getting pulled kind of in all these different directions, defeated, like there's nothing you can do about these stupid offers that are coming in front of you, but you're sitting there and you're listening to other people and you're like, does anybody else feel like this? And you kind of feel isolated. I think they purposely make it in a way so that you feel isolated.
I'll tell you what they did to me, because I haven't drove Uber in a while because I've been just knocking out food delivery in this Prius. And so I come back on Monday and they're like, oh, let's feed them, let's get them. And then Tuesday comes and then I'm like, I'm getting rates worse than I ever seen before. And so I was like, they tried to hook me in, and I was like, what the hell? I might start off with Lyft next, because at least I can area filter myself, so I'm not getting sent like 75 different directions for 40 cents per mile or worse.
I think
that's terrible.
SB Rides, he says, my son has an EV charging membership that is only like $35 a month, non-Tesla. Okay, I have some I'm interested in hearing about this only because my apartment complex, we have chargers here, the level 2 chargers, $20 a month just to activate the charging, and then 50 cents per kilowatt hour. So what I'm curious about is, you say $35 a month. Are you literally saying they're not getting after the 35, he can charge as much as he wants, or is it? Do they have a set rate
here? We have that here for home charging through Florida Power and Light. So you commit to a 2-year deal. They will come to your house or townhome, whatever.
Right.
They won't do it at an apartment. You know what? I should try their ass for an apartment. I should test their ass. I don't know if I can.
I mean, there's no reason. Well, yeah.
Test their ass. But anyway, they'll come to your crib. They'll install the unit. They'll give you the unit, install the unit. It's $35 to $38 a month with the 2-year commitment, and you charge off peak. So overnight is when you charge.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's okay. I was about to say.
Now on peak, I think they charge you a little more. And Pascal could tell you more about it because I think he's on the program. But I've talked to several people. People, and that's what they do.
And they don't have a limit on how many kilowatts you can take. That's crazy,
bro. Did they have a limit when your ass was free nights and weekends on your cell phone?
No,
on cell phone, no. No. Yeah, but I mean,
you want to hear something crazy?
You're talking about cents versus dollars.
Wait. Here's an interesting. Which was more expensive, on peak cell phone hour minutes, or on peak kilowatt hour charging hours?
Oh no, on peak cell phone was expensive.
Thank you.
It was expensive as fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, your night and weekend minutes. Shit. They will double it. So by the time the weekend was over, you was at your regular minutes anyway.
Any goddamn way.
You was at your regular minutes anyway.
Anyway, 100K delivery driver, I kind of actually agree with this. $12,000 and under car good mileage is the only way it makes sense. Groceries and deliveries is the wave, and do rideshare in between in high demand. He ain't wrong. No. Wait a minute. I'm assuming it's a he. I shouldn't do that shit. I don't give a fuck today.
That's what I do.
I don't give a fuck today. MAGA 2024, goddammit. I said it.
Yep.
It's a he today.
Yep. No,
I said it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, me and Steven talked about that previously, getting cars that's no more than 6-7 grand, and you
But
run
that was
that
the whole
because-
point to the question.
Yeah,
Like, what's the incentive for a driver to? Why should a driver care if he can do comfort or if he
Right.
can
You
do Premier?
shouldn't.
Because right,
No,
you
there's
shouldn't
no
care.
incentive. There's no
No.
incentive.
There's no
It-
incentive.
no incentive.
like we said, get a cheap car.
Yeah.
Get a nice cheap car that's
And
well
hook it
maintained.
up.
Yeah, take it after which the goal should be to make enough money to cover the cost of the vehicle in a short amount of time as possible. So
Yep.
if you can knock it out in 2 or 3 months and pay that $6,000 off on the car, now you're all in profit. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, who cares what happens after that? But
Yeah.
no, I'm not making the only reason I'm gonna have leather-like seats is because they're easier to clean, not because not because
Exactly.
it's better for the customer. Who cares?
Right. Right.
I'll wash my car once a week instead of washing it every other day or whatever, because who cares? It doesn't matter. You know.
Hey, you have to think about this though, Steven. Hey,
Mhm.
they throwing up every time you see a new 7-Eleven throwing up. They building, they adding a whole decked out car wash extension to it.
Hey,
So
hey,
you ain't
100K
even gotta go
driver.
to Misters or the,
100K driver says if I was a girl, I'd be on OnlyFans, not the Rideshare Garage.
That's a good point. All right.
I think all of us would, bro.
My bad, though. My bad, though. No Diddy. No Diddy. My bad.
Right.
You will be on Eddie's OnlyFans page.
Hey, you can still get on Feet
I got
Finder,
news for you.
100K.
Eddie, I heard Eddie is ready to start doing feet pictures. So if that's your thing, bro, go hit him. I got news for you. I'm gonna be right there next to him. I can't have another week like bro. Last week was embarrassing.
Dude.
Last week for me was embarrassing. Like that was embarrassing last week. I'm already at what I did last week, and today's only Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we was talking about, hey, if you get it that day, ride that wave until it's flat. You ride
ain't
that
lying.
wave.
Ain't lying.
hey, Tom, you're telling the truth, bro, because
Yeah. You
know,
gotta
my
ride
mom-
it till it's flat.
my mom and my dad tell me, like, if a day is giving you good rides and good pay, you can stay out there till you feel like, hey, I'm at my limit, gotta go home. But you ride that wave
You
because
ride it.
tomorrow could give you a 50-cent day. You know what I mean? Like,
Whew, he ain't lying.
Ramon's like, hey, I saw Omar on OnlyFans. By the way, I did hear from Omar. He is not feeling well today. So shout out Omar if you're watching the show, man. Hope you feel
Peace,
better.
Omar, brother.
You know,
Get well soon.
Get
well.
off
you,
that
Omar.
tip. Quit licking that tip so hard you won't have them problems. But hey, what can I say? No Diddy.
He
Anyway,
went, he went over the border from Mexico running, thought he was Buddha.
nah, bro. He was running. Y'all saw what happened at Copa here, right? At the stadium.
Oh boy, I was gonna text you about that. That was
man. So
wild.
not only did they break the gate, not only did they climb the gate, they went in through the ventilation system. right? They were driving through the ventilation system to try to get into that shit. And I know Omar was out there working, and he's always trying to learn from me how to increase. He's great at finessing. He's a Fight Club specialist when it comes to getting the ride. He just can't get the tip. So he's working that tip a little more than usual. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's not feeling
Hey, Vinny.
I ain't got to do all that. I just, hey, how y'all doing? 38 minutes, boom, $20. There it is. Make y'all.
Hey, Vinny, you saw that they broke all the escalators too?
Bro, there was a report, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, where now officials at the stadium are questioning whether they want to go follow through with the World Cup game.
Yeah. Because that's coming in what, 26?
Yeah, and we're one of the host cities.
Yes.
So, that's something they got. But you know what? Somebody made a really good point, though, dude. Think about it. You handle the Super Bowls. We do Super Bowls all the time down here.
Yep.
We get college footballs, national championship,
playoff games and
playoffs,
stuff.
all of that shit. We've hosted tons of soccer games before.
Right.
Why was this one the problem?
Yes.
What made this one the problem?
Yeah.
And you know what it is, in my opinion?
Messy, bro.
You know what I think it was? They went fucking cheap and didn't hire enough security. Do you not watch this soccer shit in some of these other countries where whole goddamn the whole side of the stadiums come down on some of these things? These people are crazy for their football, bro. They're crazy for that shit. So somebody went cheap and thought they was gonna be all right, and they, you know what? People was like, "Nah,
the ball.
$1,500 a ticket. I'm going through the AC."
Bro, $2,000 tickets were sold, and the people who bought their tickets couldn't even get in anymore.
No,
and
because they were paying. They were buying 4 and 5 tickets. They were paying $17,000 to get in that game.
And you could see the videos coming out of there where the cops are beating on these individuals that really paid for their ticket. And then they're what the heck?
Yeah, I saw the one cop tackled the one dude, bro. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, he flat out gang tackled the dude, and I'm like, I hope that was, but whatever. Carry My World says 2017 Model S is $9,000. Rather buy that cash than buy a new Model 3. X-Ride's paying the same if you do the math on time and pickup distance. That's the theme of the night.
You are correct.
The theme of the night, right? You know what? I just noticed something. What happened to the host?
There you go.
What do we got?
How you gonna bail on the? How the hell is the host gonna bail on the show?
Not Eddie. What's his name?
Well, the wife.
Hey, what did you get? I knew you were eating, bro.
What did she make? She made enchiladas today.
Yeah, mine made tacos. So yeah.
All right.
How much is that life insurance policy?
Right.
A couple of them.
Just terrible host. Accounting Tom, did you get on that Morgan Wallen concert last night?
No, they canceled the concert that Friday evening because it rained, and then I guess Morgan Wallen decided I'm still gonna perform and come back in October because they rescheduled it for October. So it's this country club that's called the Dallas Bull. He goes there and performs. It's pandemonium over there.
I bet.
You had 55,000 people that was expecting to show up for this. I was ready to get this. And they canceled the concert at the last minute.
Hey, Tom.
So he went to the Dallas Bull and he performed. When you get on that side of the town near the casino, I don't go nowhere near that. I just be like, nope, y'all can have it. I'm staying over here.
What's good, Dirty South?
Hey Tom, you should have tell Steven how that stagecoach was when Morgan Wallen performed there. Oh boy.
Bro, let me tell you, the Morgan Wallen, Jason Aldean, all of these guys, when they come through, Kane Brown, let me tell you something, man. Luke
bring
Bryant,
60, 70,000.
Yeah, every time. Doesn't matter where it's at. They sell out every time. And he's a good dude, Well, I got to be quiet. Anyway, all right. So, excuse me.
Very profitable dude.
He's a good tipper. Anyway, so we have, so Miami can't handle this. At William, not that Miami can't handle it. It's just they didn't prepare properly.
Yeah,
they just didn't prepare properly. That's the problem. If you don't prepare properly, you're in trouble. So Eddie, Steven is the host tonight, but since he's got his mouth full over there again, as usual,
he did Thursday night.
Question of the night for everybody is: question for the night for everybody is: Would you be willing, as motivation, to sell your pictures of your feet online?
Would it have to be pretty?
No, you're getting paid, bro.
He didn't ask you all that. Would you be willing to sell your feet pics?
Do they have to be? Can I shave them? Yeah. My feet? Does anybody got to lick them or something like that? No, right?
This just proves a point that anybody will do anything for $1, eh?
I mean, Is it straightforward? Like just pictures of my feet?
He didn't ask you all that. He just said, "Would you sell pictures?"
And there's always some freaking details and stuff.
What the hell?
Eddie went dark on this.
Eddie, it's your feet pick, not your third leg, my boy.
There's always a little fine detail, the little fine
Oh
print.
my God, Eddie, my brother Mo, where the fuck did you come up with the licking of the feet shit from, man? What kind of shit are you guys doing in Austin, Texas, bro?
Hey,
Melvin,
putting your toes in barbecue sauce.
Melvin, we're not going to Austin. We're coming to see you. We're coming to see you in San Antonio, bro. Oh my God.
Oh, we about to hit that buffet too, Mr. Melvin? Yes, sir.
Oh, heck yeah, bro. We're going to tear it up over there, bro. I'll break the diet for you on that one.
Oh, God. Okay.
So what is it with the feet thing? Somebody making money, pictures of their feet.
You got a lot of crazy comments coming up.
Hey, I have a question.
You're like, I want it on record that I said no.
Yo, I have a question.
Right.
If you think if Uber and Lyft would allow to have what do you call those? It's not a clean title. What do you call those?
Salvage or rebuilt title cars.
Yeah.
You cannot use those on Uber or Lyft.
Those on Uber
no,
or
but what would you think if they would let you do it on there and say it's a clean title?
Then you'd be lying if you get caught. You're off the app. I mean,
your insurance wouldn't cover it.
Yeah. That's still tied to your VIN number. So
have you seen?
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Doesn't it come up on the title of the car? Like
it does.
Yeah, it comes
right
up on the DMV. The DMV will have record that it's a salvage title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of these cars lately, though?
Those just haven't been processed.
I've seen people with newer cars, and one side is bashed up, and the other side is
the car. Yeah, the only way you're gonna get that is when you take it
Guys,
and try to claim it on
about
insurance,
that, bro. But think about that. So y'all talking
what? My homie's on here? Oh shit!
Well, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know, Buddha. The fuck, Buddha just caught a nut live on the Rideshare Garage. Go clean up.
And aisle 3
was all that. I don't even know what the fuck that all was there. He was everywhere. What the fuck? I'm gonna bring you back, Buddha. Okay, be calm, Buddha.
Hey, bro, don't be mad because you can't.
Oh shit! Time out.
Put your ass back in there.
That's it. Here we go. Here comes the memes.
Hold on. Buddha, how old are you, Buddha?
27.
You're 27. Okay. Let me enlighten you a little bit there, shorty.
Okay, you had kids when you're 14, bro. I get it.
Listen, by the time I was 27, I already had 3. Mine didn't work just one time. It worked multiple times. Multiple times.
But back then.
Go and Russell.
Your house was like 50 cents, bro.
Back then, we didn't have those little blue pills to help you out like you guys got today.
Right.
Okay? You guys didn't have. Listen, you guys got popsicle sticks, Hims, Hers, Viagra's. I don't know. When are you dying your hair? You ain't lying, bro. Goat weed shit at the gas station. The fuck? Our shit just naturally went. Anyway, this conversation's out of control. Anyway,
off the rails with Buddha.
Off the rails with Buddha. You ain't lying.
Thank you, Buddha.
Oh God. Raymond says a friend of his got it done here with a salvage car. I don't know how.
Yep. I'm assuming they could do a trick with the title before the registry. They can like redo it or something. And
there is so.
I mean, if you know somebody at the DMV and they can do something for you, I'm assuming they can because I mean I have known people that have actually done that for you.
They shouldn't be able to do it, but I mean it's possible.
Yeah,
but the main way that it can possibly get wiped out between certain state lines. Basically you transfer it from one state to another, and when you transfer it from one state to depending on what the states are, their classifications aren't the same. I don't know why they haven't standardized this. So because they haven't standardized it and they have different names for cars that could be a salvage title, rebuilt, whatever. Sometimes it gets marked as clean once it gets transferred.
Yeah.
Sorry. Man, these comments went off the rails too, huh?
Yeah, bro.
The honey back on
yeah, I'm serious. We didn't have all of that. They didn't.
We didn't have that, right, Thomas?
Like Vinny was knocking the bikini bottoms off chickens back in the day.
Stripped them bitches.
We had to do it though. We had to do it the monk way, where you tap it on a rope and put a brick on the other side.
Why would you? What? Bro, what are you licking feet, throwing bricks on women? What the hell is going on with you, Eddie?
You
remember those days?
No, hell.
Oh, you bricks on women? What the fuck?
Yeah. No. You tie your schlong to a brick and then you just to make it longer.
What is going on in Eddie?
You're talking to Eddie, who lets people in his car who swim in horse shit.
yo, Eddie's gonna make a new YouTube channel, bro. Eddie's gonna make a new YouTube channel.
I want to see. I'm gonna see somebody send me a freaking comment, be like, "Hey, I tried that, it didn't work."
Yeah.
Steven, we got a question on the board.
Question: if you had a chance to drive on Uber Black SUV for 2 years right now and pay $900 a week, or buy a new Tesla Model 3, which one would you choose?
Tesla Model 3.
I'm going with Tesla.
I would choose letter C. Neither.
All right. And we have a Y.
Right.
If you're gonna get a Tesla, get a Y.
All right. And then Tom.
Well, but that's not the question.
Right. Nah.
Well, he said
Tony says C. None of the above.
Okay. Yep.
Right.
Tom, what we got?
Yeah, I'll take the Model 3. Less maintenance.
All right.
Cheaper to run, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going with the 3 also.
Yep.
Melvin?
Model 3.
That's right. Eddie? Your $900 payment.
The only way I would say yes to the $900 a week.
More of that is gonna go in gas. So the Model 3.
Yeah, the only way I would say $900 a week is if I wasn't only restricted to Uber Black SUV.
Buddha?
I think I would do the Uber Black SUV due to the fact that I could get my own clients at the end of the day, and I'll be making more than that $900 a week.
Yeah, if I could have my own clients, that's different.
Yeah, Scott is saying in the market that we're in right now. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely a Model 3. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for mine to just go down a hill.
I have to correct SB here. I got to correct SB here on this inadequate luggage space in the Y. I got 2 large suitcases, a medium suitcase, and a couple of carry-ons in my Model Y. No problem. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say no problem. I'm not gonna say no problem. It was a tight fit, but I'm used to tight fits. Unlike Eddie.
Sure you are.
And I go with what Vinny said before. What's it called? I'm not a U-Haul. I'm not here to move all your stuff. I'm here to move you and maybe a couple of bags. That's it. So if you wanna offer your car as an XL and have a bunch of space for 50-something bags, that's on you.
Yep. Here's the new cheapest one for 17.
All right, Mr.
There you go.
DSN.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm looking at them. Looking at the used ones too.
I haven't looked at the freaking Tesla in a while now.
Yeah, this is a base Model 322.
LFP battery, so you could go 100% on that bad boy and not damn thing in the battery, eh?
Oh no, your food over here.
So for me, that wouldn't work, Scott. For the hours that I'm available to drive, even if I could pull private clients, I'd probably piss them off during the week, not being available in the morning and like the early afternoon. So it just wouldn't work for me. I'd be way better off, and even if I had to drop down to a Model 3.
Hey, funny story. Me and Mr. Obsidian Vinny over there were cruising it in that Model 3 from that Hertz rental through the cities of downtown LA. A car pulls up and doesn't even look our way because we were silent. You know what I'm saying?
I pay $475 a week for an SUV. Nice, but so $475 is that black qualified for Uber, Ramon?
I don't think you could ever net 10K a month if you do with black SUV because of the gas in California. It's really high.
If you can get a $475 a week on a black SUV, that's a great deal.
Yeah. Yeah. The rough part's the fuel for me. And
wait,
again,
isn't Ramon? He said $475 for an SUV. Is he still in a SUV?
Is he?
I don't think he's even in the SUV anymore.
Yeah, and Ramon, like over here for vehicles that qualify for black on Uber, it's like 700 minimum, and you're looking at a really old SUV, 800, 900 or more for the newer ones.
I can't believe a Model Y is cheaper than a brand new Prius.
Isn't that crazy, Eddie?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the?
That's good is this one I have right here.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I
The
was thinking.
2009 Freedom Mobile.
Hey man, the money that you're making, I'll consider a Freedom Mobile myself.
Right.
Yeah, see, that thing was just on the edge of qualifying, but still, I'm surprised that they rented it to you for that low. They must have been. It sounds pretty desperate. I mean, for the cost, when you think about it, right? To have it commercially insured and everything like that, unless it wasn't commercially insured, that's a whole different thing. SUV is not really. I mean, I guess unless your market just doesn't have Uber Black, it's.
Well, this is a problem, right? Because there's two different types of drivers. There's the Uber Black drivers, and then you got the Uber Black drivers that understand the game and would want to get private clients and not just live off of the Uber Black like a normal ant would be, right? So if you're putting all this money into Uber Black and going commercial and going legit, sorry, Omar, I know you don't like that word, but you know, by going legit, you could do more things and more freedom than just renting the damn thing yourself. So now you're in a perspective of, should I go all out, do everything my own, or should I rent it out and not? Yeah, you could do private clients, but then you're like the fleet owner can be like, you know what? I don't want you no more on the fleet. You know what? Go get off and give me my car back. So it's the cost of, okay, I'm gonna go legit, I'm gonna go full black on service and everything, but then there's the other drivers that will go in the SUVs that they rent and take deliveries and X-rays on it too. So it's like, bro, what are you doing right now? You know, and it's all to pay the fleet owner. They pay, yeah, you can make $3,000 a week supposedly on black, but what's the point if you're gonna give half almost to the damn fleet owner?
All right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now we got a discussion about the Prius is paid in cash, but I'm still trying to find out how much it was that he paid for the thing. I mean, I'm not mad at him getting it $2K. Oh, was this the one you rebuilt? And Carry My World 2024. We all have officially lowered our standards. Eddie voice. Dang.
I mean, think about it. If we didn't lower our standards, we'd be fucked right now, all of us.
Well, that goes back to the original point of the show.
Right.
What motivation is it for a driver to want to excel? Unless he wants to go off on his own. And if he wants to go off on his own, he should already be there.
And then following that, when do we finally hit the bottom? When do we finally hit that point, that fulcrum point where now all those good vehicles are not on the platform anymore because people have finally either damaged their car out or they're out of their leases, they just decided to get foreclosed on, whatever. When do we finally get to the point where all they have is garbage cars on the platform?
Bro, they're at that point now.
It is horrendous, some of these cars that are out there.
Horrendous. The only time the cars will get better once more competition starts showing up. You know, well, that's gonna force the hand, but that's gonna be at least 3 or 4 years down the line before that happens.
In 3 or 4 years, the entire rideshare game is going to be changed completely anyway.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
Elon's gonna freaking take care of that real fast.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah, because even how his system works, even if you buy a Tesla, you can still put it on that system and your car will make money for you.
Well, that's what's going to wind up happening.
Be involved.
At the end of the day, that's going. I mean, that's a long. Eddie and I talk about this all the time. That's a long range, 10, 15, 20. Listen, Thomas, I don't know if you and me are going to see iRobot, but Eddie will.
I'm gonna try my ass hard as hell to see iRobot.
I'm just saying, it's coming.
I'm telling you, it's coming. He's got 6 bots working in there. The neural chip that he's got installed on that guy. As I was reading the reports, man, the damn thing, the chip installed in this guy's head is faster than his own brain.
Well,
I mean, it was doing tasks. It was doing tasks before he even started thinking of it. You know, that's how fast it was reacting. And then you can attach these, and then they can connect to the bots. You know, and then the bots sooner or later they're gonna be driving freaking cars anyway. You're gonna send them to work, and that's the idea. The idea is you can buy one of these bots so they can do the work for you. This way, you don't have to do it. Right. You know.
No. Steve, we should ask that guy who has the Neuralink chip. Hey, how does Uber algorithm and Lyft work?
He plays video games on a live with people, and nobody can beat him. I forgot which game he actually plays. But he plays. You play with him, and nobody can beat him because he's so fast.
When we all wake, Carry My World says, when we all wake up one day and say, you've officially been replaced by self-drive vehicles, please proceed to the unemployment office where they will turn you away to a homeless shelter.
But at that point, you should have been dipped out of this rideshare game, though.
Yeah, they started that process in the early 2000s. They started that process a long time ago.
Well, I mean, Kerry has a Tesla himself. I mean, he can put it to work.
Yeah. No, but just think about it. I mean, we always adapt to the changes. I mean, when rideshare came around, taxi cab drivers, you know, they were like shit out of luck. But what they do, they just bought their own car, started working for themselves, which was actually better. When these autonomous cars start coming out, well, you don't need to drive the car anymore. You just send the car to work. Just bust your butt to buy a car, and then just send it out to work, and then do it again. Okay, when the Tesla bots come out, what are you going to do? You're going to buy one. What are you going to do? You're going to rent it out to somebody else. It's like, oh, you can't afford one? I'll rent you mine.
See, Bears, they don't have, because he says, I see those cars all the time. How do they even pass the inspection? So we're talking about these cars with messed up doors.
They don't even do inspections anymore.
For the places like here that still require inspections, people get fake inspections, or they get somebody to sign it anyway.
Steven, shush it, Steven.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Hey, in 2025, Texas will not require no more inspections.
Anyway, so we got people that are faking paperwork, and since we know that there's people out here faking paperwork, unless they are going to go out and confirm, you know, what's it called? Unless they're going to go out there and make sure that people aren't putting this stuff out. I mean, hey, Freudian slip, bro. Anyway. So yeah, if people are gonna they're not checking on it. So since they're not checking on it, people are able to push it through. Eventually, maybe they'll do something about it, but at this point, they're not, because it benefits them.
It's too far gone now.
All the stuff that happens on that end, when it falls apart, when it's an issue, they can say, oh, well, it was the driver. They were dishonest with us. They did this. They did that. The company's not going to take any responsibility for that. They're going to throw it all on you. So yeah, they do get through fake paperwork.
Yeah.
What hourly rate or salary would the panel be to happily go back to 9 to 5 or scheduled work? Oh,
I do a W-2, so
yeah, I already do one.
I say I gotta, with the stuff that I know in my worth, 100K is the minimum, bro. 100K minimum salary.
And what realistic job would you be getting that would be paying you 100K?
I don't know. A lot of people comment that I
don't think that what realistic job that you qualify for are you talking about getting 100K for?
There's graphic designers that make over 100K.
So you think you're just going to jump into one without any history of positions working as a graphic designer?
I do have positions working as a graphic designer. What are you talking about?
So, okay, so you're saying you have enough experience to show a portfolio with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that happiness and income, when it comes to 9 to 5 or W-2, actually always or hardly ever line up. Like, you have to find happiness in what you do, and then you can build the income from what you do that makes you happy.
Well, here's the question for you then. If according to the YouTubers, gig tubers standards, that is just impossible for 90% of rideshare drivers to hit, which is $2,000 a week. That's $104,000 a year.
$291 a day.
Hold on, I got to go make a rug. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
His kitty is
out of control.
It took off.
Oscar!
I'm gonna make it a rug. It took off.
Oh well. Welcome to the.
If $2,000 a week is what everybody thinks they do in rideshare, right? Which no, that ain't what happens.
No.
Then take that hourly. What's that hourly? $2,000 a week, because then that's got to be your hourly to go back to a 9 to 5. Everybody likes to talk about, oh, I made $1,800 last week. Oh, I made $2,200 last week. But you put in 100 fucking hours to make that.
I was just about to say that. Like, yeah, you drove
what's your goddamn hourly? Yeah, it's some bullshit. Now, to answer his question though, bro, it's gonna have to be a hella number, because I don't know if I'd want to give up that freedom again. See, that's the whole reason why I don't do. That's why I gave up all my Fight Club stuff. I told you guys this. I made it clear. I gave up all my Fight Club because I didn't want to be committed to nobody.
Understand?
Fact.
I don't want to be committed.
100%.
And that's why we've decided to make the pivots that we've been discussing.
Yeah, I got another thing for you too. I'm gonna wait till the end of the show for it, but I got something else for you too today.
Hey, yo, Steven. Yo, Steven, you see that?
There it is.
Yo, look at stereotypics.
What stereotypical?
Yeah, look.
Oh,
I got the
Fredo got the portfolio. Okay, all right.
You know, Scott's right. 100K is nothing these days.
It really is.
It really isn't, because I just checked. If you literally Google what's the comfortable wage to live in California, right? $79,000 something a year for one person.
Yep.
80 grand just to live comfortably.
How else are you gonna be able to afford a house? How are you gonna? Yeah,
Sergio. Sergio, my brother from another mother. Sergio, what's the average? What's the medium house cost out there where you live?
Fucking 3 million.
Where I live, 1.2-ish.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where I was.
That's about what we're starting to get down here now. We're in that 900,000, 900,000 in the fucking hood.
Okay,
I'm talking about in Opelika. I'm talking about in Carol City.
Yeah.
They want $1 million, bro.
Sergio,
they want $1 million for a 1960s goddamn Opelika military airport fucking house.
Wow.
Sergio, you're familiar with the what is it? The Arleta, Pacoima area?
Yeah.
So I used to. That's where I grew up. Those houses are going for like 800,000 now. The ones that used to be 250, 300. Yeah. So I knew you were.
Steven.
I bought my house for close to the top, actually. Well, maybe a little before the old top, for 800K, and then in 2004, and the financial crisis hit in 2008. It went down to maybe like 6.25. Now probably 1.7-ish, in that range. It's outrageous. I mean, I talked actually about this. You know, the median house price in the U.S. is just about to touch $400,000. That's the median. Think about that.
Okay. So that's houses here in Tampa.
Yeah. So let's work with that number for a minute.
Index is at the lowest level it has ever been, ever. So and you need about 42% of your income just to afford a median house mortgage. 42%, and you shouldn't
But yet
be
they want you
spending more than 30%.
But they want you coming in at 25%.
Yeah.
As your number for your mortgage in order to qualify you for that house, and you can't.
Yeah, I'm talking 20% down, and with
and besides that, they only want you spending really a quarter of your take home per month on the house, which is completely unrealistic.
Well,
and you have to put more money down, right? To lower
20% down is going to change anyway. Eventually, the banks are going to want you to put 35.
Yeah.
So now I ask you. I go back. I'm going to roll back to the question I was asked by the chat. What hourly wage are you willing to go back and work for 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Or a committed schedule?
I mean,
what do you need to make?
Depends on your city you live in, obviously, but I would say in LA, look, when you have studios going for $3,000 a month rent,
right?
So let's do the quick calculation. That's $36,000 a year. That's before taxes, right? So let's say that's just right about there is about $45,000 to $50,000 after tax. So $50,000 gross income just for your rent, and the studio is like nothing. It's as big as my bedroom upstairs. So that's that. Okay, you have a car that's $500 a month on the minimum, right? Let's say you're driving a beater. Insurance have gone up 45%. So that's another $6,000. So I'll put another $8,000 for that. So you're at $58,000. You haven't eaten. You haven't showered. You haven't done anything yet.
No.
So just on your basic fixed costs to live is probably $100,000. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to be grossing $2,000 a week out here. Just
doing
to live.
rideshare, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
just to live, gross.
Yeah.
Just to live.
Look, I mean, the $100,000 actually is a lot, right? And because how many people do make $100,000? It's very little. I mean, if you look at the statistics,
yeah, it's 10%.
Maybe like 3% of the country makes $100,000.
Yeah, it's 10%.
Yep.
And about 2% make $200,000, and then after that, 250 and above is like 1%.
The higher it is, the smaller it gets.
So, but then seriously, I mean, it's in a really people are in a really difficult situation. I mean, like where Steven said Pacoima, right? I mean, I'm like literally like 5-8 miles from Pacoima.
But my area is the hood.
Yeah, and I mean, rentals there for like a 1-bedroom is like $2,500.
Right. And I'm trying to move.
Like, you're in the hood, you can get killed any second, and it's $2,500 for a 1-bedroom. I mean, what job do you have to pay that, to be able to pay that?
There's no way you're gonna work in the area making that.
No, I mean, you're working at El Pollo Loco is not going to pay you that. I don't know.
Right.
So it basically came down to the point where it's like, my dad was saying, you know what? If you're really seriously considering, going about getting a house, then in that case, what we'll do instead is we'll buy the land. Fortunately, my dad's really he worked for the school district as a project plant manager, so he was involved with every craft. And we did an add-on to our house and everything before. We've added bathrooms and bedrooms, so we can literally build our own house. So that's his plan. He's like, we'll find a spot. He's like, you can even buy in a good neighborhood, just buy the plot of land, and we can build the house from scratch. Yeah. And that way, instead, we're paying in materials and building the house exactly the way we want, rather than buying a pre-built that's going to cost you $1 million, $2 million.
No.
With Curry, right? So with Curry, I dropped off some a bunch of boxes of screws to a house that are being built right above Beverly Hills. Oh no, the flat. They call it the Flats. No, I think they call it the Beverly Hills Flats. No, Bel Air. The Bel Air. My bad, Bel Air. And the guy who
this is a story all about how I'm sorry.
That house is actually in Beverly Hills, not in Bel Air. But the guy bought the plot of land for $200,000 in Bel Air.
Yep.
He built the house. He got all the permits and everything. He said the permits are the most expensive shit than the material, almost. And the house to build the big mansion, he only paid like $400,000 for the material and everything.
Yep.
And that house is already going to be worth over $3 million when it's finished.
Because the area gives it
the value shoots up.
We got plots of land. We got plots of land. Thomas, you'll know where this is. Who else is on the channel with me right now? Melvin might know where this is. Fort Lauderdale on 7 Islands. You know where I'm talking about? On the internet, right? Blank land, just the plot.
Right. Yeah.
Plus plot, $7 million.
Oh, easily.
Just the plot, $7 million.
Yeah.
Now it's on the water. Don't get me wrong. You got a 130-foot yacht slip. Don't get me wrong. You ain't parking no wave runners on that motherfucker. You bringing up the boat.
Not at all.
They're parking the minnow right there. Okay, the USS Minnow gonna crash right there on them. But $7-8 million lots, just the lot.
Yes. Yeah, because they got them here. Like there's some subdivisions they building. Starting price before they even start putting the sticks in the ground on where they're gonna build it. Yeah. That's already at $265.
Here's another thing that's going on, and it just makes you wonder where this money comes from.
Right.
There's an area called Victoria Park. It's right next to downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Beautiful old neighborhood, one of the older neighborhoods in Fort Lauderdale, right? Gorgeous old Spanish style homes, plantation homes, whatever. There's a developer going through there. Those houses are probably running $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million. Okay. They're buying the house and the property.
That's BlackRock all day long.
And then they're demolishing it. Then they're demolishing the property and they're rebuilding and putting another $800,000 into it on the property. Yeah. And now these properties are $4.5, $5 million.
Yeah.
I mean, this used to be at one time a normal family neighborhood. Not anymore.
All these old busted ghettos.
How many of you
all
believe
these old busted ghettos here in
prices
Florida
are going to correct to the point that it's affordable again? I don't think it is.
Nope.
I don't think it will. I mean, I think this is the game that they played, which is pretty obvious to me now.
Yep.
Yeah.
2008 when the GFC hit, right, and house prices collapsed and all that shit. They, the military industrial complex, the Bill Gates types, the deep state bullshit, they and BlackRocks and all these, they started playing Monopoly, actual Monopoly with real money. And they bought all the farmland, they bought all the land, they bought houses by the thousands and hundreds of thousands. Literally, like you buy a house and put a hotel on it or buy the property and put it. And now there's shortage, obviously, and that's where the prices are. I mean, it's man-made inflation at its best.
Bro, San Bernardino, the hood, bro, literally the hood. You can walk out and literally get shot.
You mean the wastelands?
Yeah, literally the trenches, right? You're living with cockroaches for a house that costs $900,000, bro. I'm dead ass, bro. You're living with cockroaches for $900K.
Yes.
Like my sister now, my sister like is moving, right? So she's always rented, right? And so she was paying $3,200 for an okay house, and pretty close to me, which I'm dreading the idea of her now moving. We've been looking for the last 2 months.
Yep.
I mean, shitholes.
Yeah,
you got $4,500 and up for rent. How can you pay $4,500 and up for rent? How can you?
It's insane.
Yeah. I had 2 girls. They were going to Clearwater Beach. They were here on vacation. They live in New York, and they were talking about the rent here. And I said, "Oh no, the rent here done shot up after COVID." Because we was us in Texas was the only 2 states that was wide open. Everybody came down here by the droves. The rent went up 300%. And they were like, "Well, y'all rent is almost close to ours," because they said they had the one sister said she has a studio that's 500 and something square feet, and she's paying $3,700, and she's in New York. It's like
for 500 square feet.
500 square feet.
That's my bedroom, dude. What the hell?
And she's paying $3,700 a month.
Bro,
there's no way.
Actually, now that I think about it, that's smaller than my bedroom.
Yo, Tom, I picked up a guy, an Asian guy, who lives right behind the Chinese theater in Hollywood, right?
I know exactly where that is.
There's
Buddha,
apartments
you start to
right
get a little
there.
racist here, Buddha. You start to get a little racist
No,
here, bro.
oh my god.
No,
bro.
he's not.
So those apartments right behind that Chinese theater, bro, $4,800 for a studio, dog.
Yeah,
$4,800 for a studio. So I told
downtown LA, same thing. They built these high rises. Half of them are empty anyway.
Are they?
And one of them got graffitied. You guys probably saw.
Yeah,
they
didn't even.
I remember when it burned
finished
down
that
when they were
building.
halfway in the middle of the build.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, right? But then they're all going under. Obviously, the loans of those things are going under.
Yeah,
Commercial,
they couldn't even finish that
commercial
building.
real estate is in its own shit house. But what I'm trying to say is that when I drive, once in a while, you pick up some yuppie, downtown, whatever, some IT guy or whatever, and I talk to them, and they come down from this high rise, right? And I mean, these rents are seriously like out of just doesn't make sense. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 a month.
I keep looking further and further out into the desert because it's ridiculous.
I believe you, Will. Yes.
I mean, it's putting money on fire. I don't even know. Why would you pay 7,000 a month rent? I'm just not sure.
But that's why you've got all these families that are like, you got a huge family living in one.
So let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question, bro.
Sure.
I'm not gonna put Buddha in timeout right now. I'll leave him alone. Buddha, I was told to put you in timeout, bro.
Oh shit!
It was a request from the chat. It was a request from the chat. So I gotta. The chat is the boss. They're the boss, Buddha. So somebody said, Danny said, put him in timeout. He said, F Buddha with his tweets on X. Anyway, okay. All right, Buddha, you good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I gotta be a little extra with it, dog. Come on now, bro.
It's Danny's fault, Buddha.
Nah, but I was gonna say, Danny bought a house in Palmdale. He said, "You want to go that far, bro? It's crazy."
So here's the question. Here's the question. No, everybody here. No, this is a good group to ask the question because we got Colorado, we got Tampa, we got LA, we got the boonies, the wastelands in Buddha. We got High Heaven over here in Sergio. We got Melvin on the straight side of Texas. We got Eddie on the gay side of Texas. With the you missed that, Sergio, by the way. You missed that. You missed the feet licking pictures today. I'm just saying, you missed the feet licking pictures. Anyway, Eddie, I love you, brother. I really do, man. You're my guy. You're my guy, bro. Are you guys noticing an uptick in your homeless people out on the street, corners, and bus stops? Are you guys? Is it just me? Because down here, dude, this shit is exploding, and it's like, bro, there's only so many single dollar bills I carry around with me.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I don't give any bills to anybody.
We've had that problem.
I know a lot of them.
Getting worse.
I know a lot of them. Be like, they ask for $1. No.
My dad.
I know who you are.
My dad said something to me one time that made me reflect on it. He's like, he doesn't give cash, but if somebody says that they're hungry, if they're really hungry, or I'll get you something to eat.
I've done that a lot. Yeah.
But you get those people. He's like, I've had those people where I said, go around, order what you want, I'll pay for it. And it's like, no, you don't got cash. You don't, I just really need. It's like, I don't know what you're gonna do once I hand you cash. Right. I had people tell me, well, what they do with it once you give it to them is done. It doesn't matter. It's not your fault. Yeah, no, it is. So I worked hard for this money. They can work hard too. If they want, if they need something to eat, and I can, if they want the money, I don't know what. I'm going to assume that they're going to do something wrong with the money, but I can make sure how I spend my money.
So I've done that where, like, I used to, before I started the whole diet thing, I would go to like Wendy's I buy a couple double stacks. And I know I was going to go through an area, especially over in Sunrise on the east side. There's an area there, bro. It's just a lot of folks, right? It's unfortunate, but that's where they're at. And I would go by and somebody come up to the car. I'm like, hey, bro, I got a burger here for you. I've never had not one person that they took that shit.
Yes.
They took that burger, bro.
Yes.
They took that burger. Today I bought a sub. I bought a pub sub this morning. I ate half of it this morning when I was charging. Throughout the day, I ran through somebody up in Boca Raton, Thomas, no less. In Boca.
Woo.
Right? Dude homeless on the side, gave me the other half of that fucking pub sub. He ain't got no problem taking that shit. Boy, that's a good one too, man. A Boar's Head blazing chicken, man, from Publix. Jeez.
That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah.
I want my sub back. God damn it. Fuck that. I'm broke. Shit.
No, hey, bro. You know what? It kind of hits you at one point because, I didn't have a lot of good we were poor, bro. So we didn't have like the fancy clothes in school and shit. And the person that was always making fun of us because we were rocking the normal t-shirts and regular shoes for a couple years in high school, that same person I saw at a 7-Eleven asking for change, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it hits you because you
that's
know
always
them.
been like that.
You know them, but they're like, damn, bro, you really went that low? Like, it goes to show you, bro. It's all fucking crazy.
Man, remember when those 2 McDoubles were like, what was it, $1.50 or whatever?
Right.
Now it's like almost $5 to get 2 McDoubles.
All right,
Yeah. A sausage McMuffin, bro, is $5, bro.
Yeah. Let's get JJ's comment up because he's going to keep yelling in the comments until I put his comments up.
You guys gotta punish bad behavior like that. Don't be cap walking. All right, cap walking in here.
Get him, host. Get him, host. Get him, host.
Get him. I already told him. Don't be cap walking.
All right. You guys saw what happened at the Republican convention. The new Teamsters president stood up there and slapped Uber, Lyft, Amazon, Walmart, yada yada yada. Yeah, I heard him talking.
Yeah,
but JJ. I heard him say the same shit 4 years ago at the Democrat convention. And 4 years before that. And 4 years before that. My God, brother. I hear you. Yeah. But it's the same fucking speech the last 30 years from the Teamsters. They always say, Teamsters say the same shit every year.
Yeah.
Every year. You know what I say? I got a better question for you, JJ. Did you see how sharp that suit was he was wearing? The new Teamsters president, he was sharp, man. He was like, what's his name?
I thought you were saying schemesters.
No, I won't say that, bro. Remember, I'm retired union. And I think unions do have a place. They just need to know their place also. You know what I'm saying?
The UPS division of them are, because they scammed me out of my money when I was working as a union worker there.
Listen, Florida's a right to work state. I'm not going to go into all of that. You know what that means.
Right.
But I will say this: unions have a place. Unions have a place.
Yes,
they just again, I firmly believe they need to know their place. I was a senior trustee on our executive board for 15 years. I'm telling you, I know they have a place. I've negotiated 3 CBAs. I know they have a place. They just gotta, I guess Sergio, you can speak to this a whole lot better than I can. I think than I can. Make a decision, guys. Do you want to be an employee and be union, or do you want to remain an independent contractor? It truly is. It comes down to that fundamental decision. I don't know, Sergio. How you go for it?
Look, for one reason or another, everybody has their own reason. But when we do our surveys, and our survey is pretty extensive, the number's been pretty steady over the last 3 years or so, which is 80-20. Whoever we survey, and we get over 15,000 respondents mostly. I mean, it's not scientific, but they're all rideshare drivers mostly. And for one reason or another, 80% want to stay independent contractors, and 20% want to be employees, and that 20% has gone up. It used to be about 85-15 because of all the shenanigans they're pulling. The number's gone up, but still 80-20. I mean, that's probably the only area rideshare drivers agree with the companies, right? Because companies want the drivers to stay independent contractors. and so do the drivers. Will the numbers keep going higher on the wanting to be employee side? I mean, that's a pretty big gap, 4-1 we're talking here, right? So I doubt it, but yeah, the sentiment is not there. And when it comes to that comment for the Republican convention, I mean, come on now, who we're kidding here? The Teamsters at a Republican convention, and it's not going to happen. Trump doesn't. I mean, it was the Department of Labor that actually supported Uber's way of thinking. So to me, it's like, look, it's not politics. That's not going to happen. Well, I agree with Vinny, though. Unions definitely have a place, and they do provide. I wish they weren't as shady as they've become. In the 30, 40 years ago's unions, gosh, man, those people had rights. Strong. But now
they were locked hard.
Yeah, man. But so Sergio Hassan, will why ride be in LA? Good question. We're thinking about it. I think slow and steady as we go. We'll see how it goes.
I just finished.
I mean, we'll definitely start doing some in LA, in Inland, Empire, Orange County. Pretty much, I don't know, probably next 6 months. I'm hoping. Once we give the boys up there a little run for their money. Yeah, that's it.
Host, go ahead, Steven.
I was scrolling through the comments here just to see if there was anything that people were talking about. 2 million. Blah, 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 blah. Oh,
by the way,
Scott threw up something interesting. He said some people don't want to buy a house. People would rather rent out a place, not to deal with the maintenance of a home.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, owning a home, bro, it's nonstop. Nonstop. People buy a home, they think it's just a mortgage and the property tax. No, sir. Between your water and power, which has literally tripled over the last 4 years in my house.
Yep.
I mean, I used to pay like $300-400 every 2 months for water and power. Even in summer, it gets up to $1,500, and in winter, it gets only down to $1,000. Then you have shit always is breaking, right? It's always needs maintenance.
Yeah.
But then you have to look at it that's the only way you can grow equity. But then the equity that you grew in your house, even if you cashed out, what are you going to do? What are you going to go with that? And how much is that money worth? Because it's all monopoly money to me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the $100 what you could buy 20 years ago is not $100 today. I mean, these are facts, by the way. So when it comes to finance shit, I kind of know what I'm talking about. Inflation is not 2-3% in this country. Inflation, you've been losing value on your dollars by 5 to 7% a year. And so every 12 years, that $100 is basically disappearing.
Yep.
So when people say cash is trash, I do buy that completely. And so 5 to 7% is a lot to lose, value on your sitting money. So let's say I bought my house at $800,000, right? I've been paying my mortgage for 20 years now. Just about now, I started paying almost full principal, right? After 20 years of paying interest.
Yeah.
So that $800,000.
Were you paying aggressive?
No, I wasn't paying 2-for-1. I had an adjustable. Then when the rates were low for 8 years, I went to a fixed.
Okay.
I have a 3 3/4 30-year. Okay. So I have probably about 14 years left. But my point is that, so I've built this equity in here, right? Okay, cool. But that equity over the last 20 years has lost 5 to 7% of its value every single year.
Right.
So what did I build here? It's like funny money. It's not build anything, because if I sold today, and if I become if the kids leave and I sell it and get that $1 million equity or $1.7 million, that money is not worth $1.7 million because it's lost literally half of its value over the last.
You'll come out with about 600,000.
Yeah. So
now, Sergio, apply those assumptions, facts, to what we were talking about earlier with how much money do you actually really need to be earning a year?
Absolutely. Well,
and now you see everybody's in trouble.
Adjusted to inflation, These are not my facts. These are all government facts.
More adjusted to deflation.
Adjusted to inflation. Incomes are down in this country for the last 12 years in a row.
Yeah.
And because inflation is not 2%, 3% hocus pocus. It is a lot higher than that.
Yeah, about 30.
And I'm like, because I mean, how many of us? Well, not us. Let's say how many? We're talking rideshare channel here. How many rideshare drivers are making 5 to 7% more every single year for the last 5 years?
Sergio, I hate to do this. Hold on, Sergio.
I'm out.
Just for asking that question, I gotta put you in timeout.
Yeah, I'm about to smoke this fat dude because that was heavy.
Reality.
I'm sorry, Sergio. I got you here, bro.
But I mean, so what I'm saying is that. So this is not a plug. I don't need it, as you guys know. Tomorrow, please watch the video that's coming out. That I'm doing this 8 video series. The first 2 did like ridiculously well. And then tomorrow's is going to be really good. So what I did, since Dara Khosrowshahi decided to say, well, we don't talk to peasants. Okay, I go. So my reference point was going back to 2 years ago when Harry interviewed him. And that's exactly when they were releasing upfront fares, right? So what I do is I take a snippet of his answer, put it in there, and shred him. Literally shred him. So in the first 2, I shredded it. Now, this is not secret. Uber is having massive acceptance rate problems in the country.
Yep,
massive.
100%.
Okay,
100%.
And this is for sure happening. Okay, and so my thing was, you brought up front fares. He literally said it 2 years ago, maybe 2 years and a month ago, which they were just releasing upfront nationwide. He said, if you're not accepting trips, it's on us. Give us some trust. Give us some time. Give us algorithms. We'll learn and do this and do that. Tomorrow's video you guys will enjoy. So what I do is like I talk a couple of minutes, put his snippet in, and then I shred him the next 7 minutes. I have 8 of them coming up, and they're doing really well because I gave up on him showing up. I ain't kissing ass. I go fuck yourself. This is you. You're on record. You said this, right? You said it. You can't take it back. And is it so connecting the 5 to 7% for which I got timed out for? How many of us making 5 to 7% more? Because according to also another snippet, he said so many shit in there. He says, we are charging 40 to 70% more to the rider, but we have passed on all of that and more to the driver.
Bullshit.
He's on record. He's saying all this. And I shred the shit out of him. So I'm enjoying these 8 videos. So there you go.
Yo, like in the beginning.
I just put the link. Hold on. I just put the link in the chat, and it's pinned at the top of the chat. It's also here on the screen, so you guys can go take a look at it. That's from the first video. And then from there, you can follow the video series along.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Buddha.
Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
What were we talking in the beginning, bro? Uber took 60-something% of the
Oh yeah, I was listening on the way home. You said $89 or something they charge.
$89 they charge the passenger.
Yeah.
And the driver got $33. For him it looked good, right? Because $33 and the ride took an hour. In his eyes, that's $33 an hour.
Yeah, but what they said, I bet you on that trip, $30 was commercial insurance, and Uber's take rate looks like 18% probably.
Bro, it says it right there. I think I tweeted it. It said the average third-party fees in LA was 35%.
Bullshit.
Of the passenger.
Bullshit. Another thing, like the gentleman asked about Y-Ride, right? So that's a company I'm helping launch. We got the same exact commercial insurance as Uber did. Okay.
Wow.
On a 20-mile, 30-minute trip, it's like $7. You got the exact same coverage with the deductible, same exact thing. So how are we as a new company paying only $7 for the same coverage, same deductible, and Uber's paying like $30 for that? They're definitely skimming on that for sure. I mean, 100% they're skimming. They're made that a profit center now for sure. There's no ifs and buts about it.
Well, we're gonna find out here at the end of the month, ain't we? We're gonna find out at the end of the month, ain't we?
Yeah, we are.
I mean, you see Vinny's
by the
getting the
way, you
sweats
guys
over
were
there. He's
talking
gearing
also-
up.
Let me clarify one other thing. You guys were talking about Dara's sales. So the way that works is they have a 501b plan. What they do, first of all, the reason the stock really tanked, not because the market was down, but that is a massive sale. 500,000 shares is a massive sale. Okay. And however, all those are predestined. However, the way it works is you'll put a timeline on it saying between July 1 and August 15th, that stock is going to be sold. Now, stock is fluctuating, obviously, right?
Yes.
And when it's going to be sold is up to him. But people knew it was going to be sold. The fact that he is dumping 500,000 shares, okay? That's literally like 35% of his holdings. CEOs don't sell 500,000 shares. They'll sell 10, 20, 50,000 shares to pay their taxes or whatever. But that's a massive sale. And so I don't know if it says anything or not, but it wasn't illegal, but it's legal. It was in the books already. But the timing and the price of sale makes me question that. That's pretty heavy.
Timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There was something else that I wanted to bring up, but the host is like telling me, Vinny, shut up. It's his show.
I never said that. You are.
No, Danny O asked this question. He says, Vinny, has the advantage mode took effect yet?
I got screenshots already. Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked it yesterday. What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
So it started Monday. I didn't see it until yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't see mine until yesterday. So I
saw it yesterday. I worked today, and it's kind of funny because when the ride comes through, and I haven't done any video on it because I just ain't been in the mood to fucking shoot no video because it's depressing enough, bro. This shit is getting anyway. And remind me, Steven, at the end of the show to say what I gotta say. Okay. The it'll tell you you're gonna earn 5% advantage mode, 5% advantage mode over standard mode. Well, what do you mean? So the 5% that you lose when that ride goes to trip radar on the auction house, the 5% in exclusive mode or advantage mode is what the ride should have paid to begin with.
Uber lowered the fares by 5% over the last month and a half in Florida anyway.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
But I have been noticing.
I have that from a very, very good source. So you guys should.
Yeah.
Uber has been lowering last 6 weeks. The boiling the frog slowly kind of a thing, right?
Right.
They've been lowering that.
We've noticed it.
Yeah, and you guys have to take one for the team and do the test for us because I'm never going to get that in California. So I can get it done in North Carolina, Texas, and you guys. We need to put like 3 standard drivers and 3 advantage drivers in the room, and they get the same ping. Let's see if it's really 5% over the standard guy.
Okay,
that would be nuts, bro.
We're gonna definitely do that.
Yeah, bro.
Because to me, you know how they did the algorithmic wage discrimination shit that we proved, right? I mean, 4 drivers getting 4 different prices or whatever for this exact same trip under the same circumstances, same time of the day, same passenger, same pickup, same drop off. So now we need to test are you really getting the 5% over, or is Uber shaving the base fare on you anyway, like they did with the EV shaving and all that shit? So you guys need to take one for the team and do a test for us. So.
I'm willing, I'm game. We got to find enough guys to do it. Technically right now I'm an advantage driver.
Yeah.
But sometimes, bro, some of that shit, and fuck you, I ain't taking that shit.
No, there's like the video's titles are like Uber is having a massive acceptance rate problem in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, I know all these things. The timeliness is the reason I'm doing these is because okay, anyway, so I have good info on this, and they are absolutely having a massive problem with people, declining and reclining. And I am so happy about that. I really am. And hopefully it'll get worse. The spinner rate, you guys learned about the spinner rate when they leaked that prematurely, last Monday.
Yep.
Spinner rate. I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I said it on the show. Now I can say it. The panic was like so beautiful because I got these screenshots. I tweeted it out. People are just going crazy. And I get a text from one of my Uber contacts. He goes, "Can you take the tweet down?" I go fuck yourself. and then they go, "Well, we weren't supposed to release that." I go, "Well, this is so entrenched in your system. A couple of drivers actually went to support and asked them what the hell this is. Support AI bot already had the answers already." I go, "So don't play the game with me that you prematurely ejaculated or whatever you did over there."
Prematurely.
Right. And then they go, "Well, are you going to talk about it tomorrow on the show?" I go, "Absolutely. Fucking headline, bro." They go, "Well, can we get you like something ready so you can, exactly what it is?" I go, "Yeah, if you give me the link by tomorrow morning, I'll get it." Sure enough, the next morning I had I had the link, and then we broke it into pieces. And FYI, we're going to talk about it Tuesday, but I'll give you guys the heads up. They are in every city, except probably some in California, not yet. They are testing CMT. The driving score is out there already.
We got that. We got it. Yeah, I got it already.
Yeah. And that fucking thing is so sensitive, right? I mean, it's so much better than Lyft. Not better as far as accuracy. I don't know yet. But you can go trip by trip, where you fucked up, where you speeded up, where you turned fast, where you broke hard. I mean, it's
same
not
thing
a
on
joke.
Lyft. Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Lyft is horribly inaccurate. Lyft doesn't use CMT, Cambridge Telematics.
Yeah.
However,
I get that. I get that.
Lyft, I don't know who Lyft uses, but they were using
not CMT, no.
Right, it might not be CMT, but it was another one.
But long story short, the Uber one, the one that you're in bed with Cambridge Telematics. So I asked Uber these two questions. I'm waiting for answers. I said, on the Cambridge Telematics website, there is an opt-in and opt-out. Like you can't. It's giving you a choice to get opted in or opted out. I asked Uber, 1, can we opt in and out? 2, is Uber going to sell the information to my own insurance company that they're collecting? Right? I mean, that's important.
It's huge.
If they do that, then we may have a fighting chance to get rid of the fucking thing. So we'll see.
All right, hold on. I'm going to bring it up for you right now. Give me a second.
But see, that's the thing, right? Well, that's the thing, though, right? With the Tesla and the EV, right? We have instant acceleration. So
yeah, you guys are going to get the worst scores.
Well, wouldn't we get like a worse score?
That's not. Well, wait a minute. That's not necessarily true, because if you keep your car in chill mode, I'm going to show you. If you keep your car in chill mode,
regenerative. What is it? Regenerative braking.
Braking.
It's going to be hard braking. Probably. You're going to go.
Yeah.
Right, so here is what it looks like.
Whiplash braking.
So this is what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Look at
Last
you,
50
Vinny.
trips. This is on July 17th. Okay.
Yeah.
Top 8%, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean.
You're at 98. You're only top 8%. Oh, you're speeding. That's bad.
Well, they say I speed a little bit, but
yeah,
see,
and then you
hey,
click on it. It gives you the trips that you speeded on.
So let's do that real quick. I'm plugged in still.
Okay.
View trips.
Well, you're in a Tesla, obviously. So I'm like, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! Oh, you know what it does? I wish I could show you guys this. Every trip. Here, I'm gonna take a screenshot and show you right now.
Yeah, it gives you the exact every trip that you speeded on.
No, it's showing me every trip.
Yeah.
Every trip, and then you got to go through there and you got to find.
Yeah, and then you have the red mark saying speeding or hard braking. Or I got one from a driver yesterday. You know, there's like a 4-leaf clover in somewhere in some city. I don't know. I think it was in Colorado somewhere, or no, Charleston, North Carolina. I mean, South Carolina. The guy goes, the suggestion from the CMT people were, make sure the riders and you are not leaning too far one side of the car. That's why we're seeing that you're taking a corner too fast. I'm going like, what the fuck does that mean? Don't lean, people.
Hold on,
we know how Steven feels about giving out free data, right, Steven?
So this is the ride. Yep. This is the ride that I found, right? That says I was speeding.
Oh boy!
How the fuck do you speed in 4 miles in the city?
You can't. Come on now,
bro.
But you know what it is though? That was a couple of drivers actually sent me and busted the CMT. CMT said it's speeding. They put the exact same thing, but then they said you're going 55 in a 50, right? And then the driver took the time going back and took a picture on a bridge that it was 55, not 50. So he was going to the speed limit. So they don't have the current data. So they're accusing you of speeding, but you're not actually speeding.
Right.
So I put absolutely zero faith in their speeding. Zero.
Yeah, okay.
That's me though. But that's me. That's me.
We're all skeptics. I mean, come on.
I mean, what are you supposed to do when the entire freeway wants to go 10 miles faster and the police are going blazing past you too? Like, what are you doing? Why are you going so slow?
So we have, you know, the law here in Florida. Thomas, you can verify this, right? The law here in Florida is it's the posted speed limit or flow of traffic.
Right.
Posted speed limit or flow of traffic.
Yep.
Texas as well.
If you're in that middle lane and you're doing only 10 miles over the speed limit, guess what? Everybody's going the fuck around you.
Yep. And that's how you cause accidents.
I could be, if the shit says it's 70 mile an hour posted on a 3-lane highway, 70 mile an hour posted, and I'm doing 80, I'm getting passed up on the left and right side.
Yep.
All day long, twice on Sunday, bro. All day long, twice. And it's little old ladies hunting, where's the beef?
Okay. Twice on Sundays.
Twice on Sunday doing 100 mile an hour on our turnpike, bro. They're not playing. And they're Mercedes with their drop top and the whole 9 yards. Get out of the way.
Sergio.
Yo, they ain't playing.
Sergio, Scott's asking, will he have it on Uber Black?
No, they don't have it on Uber Black.
Look at this shit.
No. They don't have it on Uber Black yet, but they're definitely in there. I mean, yeah. But look, man, everything is becoming more restrictive. You know, the money we're making is getting less and less. I mean, they want perfect drivers, and the pay is not there. So I'm going like, you get what you pay for, period. I mean, what do you expect? You get the shit drivers.
It's a tough spot.
It's like, what's the point, right? I mean, you can do all this shit.
Well, that's what we said, Sergio. That was the question of the day, right? Steven brought up a really good question earlier in the chat room, in our walkie-talkie group, and he said, what the fuck is the motivation? I hate to curse, but it's our show, so we curse in the garage. It's okay.
Right.
Okay. Steven will be demonetized, but we won't anyway. Like, what's the motivation for an Uber, for any driver, right, to actually do a good job?
None.
He said none. He said
none, not with anything newer than 8-year-old car. That's about it.
That's what we said.
And why have any extras in your car? Why have any water, napkins? Why worry about any of that
nonsense? But look, man, they want quantity over quality. You give them quantity over quality. That's it. That's it.
That's
what they want. That's what they get. Good for them. Whatever. Anyway, so okay, one more shameless plug before I go eat my dinner. I texted it to Vinny, and I did a podcast with Tony Pierce. It's called Here in LA. I even definitely watched the whole thing. He even made notes in every minute of it. So appreciate it, Steven.
You're welcome.
It's actually my life story. How I met my wife, and
It was amazing.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny actually. And then we talk obviously rideshare and all that shit.
It was very smooth too.
It's good.
I didn't know
driving.
Sergio had a comedian in him. I really didn't.
It was.
He's a funny fella, bro. He's a ditty. He's a ditty, bro. He's a ditty.
So please go check it out. It's good driving podcast listening. It's not a video or whatever. It's just me and Tony talking for 3 hours, and it's pretty neat. I had done one 2 years ago. If you guys can find that on that one, I have my childhood pictures with my mom and dad. Shit. But then this one just dropped today, and I enjoyed doing it. And at the end, there is a part of it that you guys maybe will not enjoy, but hey, it is what it is. And so
hey, I had to fact check him real quick. He was wrong about that black qualification on Lyft. A lot of people get that wrong, that you have to have black seats interior. You don't.
But he found that Tesla. I saw the car. He bought that thing for like 39 grand with 9,000 miles on it, bro. And it's a 2023. I mean,
I got mine with 0 miles for that.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
No.
No, you didn't.
Buddha, you paid 70. Stop it.
You didn't, sir.
Hey, bro. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave Steven alone. I don't want to bring him up.
Anyway, but
he's the host. He can put you in timeout.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I've said it multiple times how high I paid. So whatever.
As long as it wasn't 29.9%, we chilling, bro.
No, it was what was it? 4.5%.
Okay. Well, anyway, so you guys stay healthy, please. Be safe out there.
Yes,
Don't worry about this game. This is just a game.
Oh, we're moving on to some bigger and better things.
No, that's not true, Ramon. I said how I got my citizenship, which was 25 years ago. I had a green card for like 15 years or 12 years before I go, I want to vote now. I want to, and that's the only reason, by the way, you need it. But anyway, so that's a cool story in there. So anyway, you guys want to learn more personal stuff about me? It's all in there. It was fun to do, and just like it is fun to do here with you guys. And yeah, man, don't stress out. Don't stress out about this shit anymore. Seriously.
No,
we're not. We making moves.
You got to make your moves, man. We've
been
preaching it. We've been preaching it for 2 years now. Make your pivots. Find your pivots. Get the hell up out of this shit.
Yeah.
Get your money and get out. Let's go. We can all get out together, bro. We're all gonna party in Granada Hills at Sergio's house with a Pacer and a blonde. No. I want to ride in the Pacer. I tell you a quick story about the Pacer, Sergio.
Okay.
That AMC Pacer, right? My dad almost got us.
You like that one? I don't know why he put that one.
I like the blonde that was bent over, but the Pacer will work. Okay. The Pacer will work.
Yeah, Tony has a way of doing these things, and he's very good at that.
Oh, he got my attention. Yeah. My dad got into a race with somebody. I don't know. I was like 10, 12 years old. We were going down this one road over in the house, by the house, and he got into a race, and I don't know why, because it was a fucking Pacer, and he ran a red light, and we just barely missed a car, and I swear to God, we did a 360 right to the side of a fucking telephone pole.
Oh shit.
No, we were fine. My dad was laughing. I was crying, but it was all good. I was like 10, 12 years old. I'll never forget it. Pops, I'm telling you. All right. Okay, because my dad's right.
Wait, Vinny,
that's when the cars was made out of armor.
Or AC?
You ain't lying. No, it was AMC Pacer.
Yeah.
I remember.
The bubble car from the 70s.
No, you didn't get what I said, bro. I said, was this in BC time?
Sergio at therideshareguy.com. We can look up
this dude.
You're in orange. If you're buying,
Buddha in timeout.
All right.
There it goes. BC time.
I heard Buddha in timeout, and I accompanied, because Steven ain't gonna do it. The host isn't gonna put anybody in timeout, right? Where's Omar at, bro? Where till Omar gets back next week?
Well, you know what?
Anyway, boys, you all have a great night. Scott, if you're buying, we're having lunch tomorrow. I'm kidding. No, anytime you want, bro. Just email me, Sergio at therideshareguy.com. We'll set it up. We can probably meet halfway. I know you're in Orange County somewhere.
Yeah, but he always ends up in LA. So
LAX, yeah, okay, LA,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We have some. Buddha was there. Of course, he's gonna keep the secret, right, Buddha? Because I know where you live, Buddha.
Hey, bro, look, secrets. Well, hey, bro, secrets with me, bro. So
Okay.
I never said it to nobody. So you know,
That shit's
bro.
gonna blow up. Yeah, we have a lot of good shit coming up, so stay tuned. And
all right, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up on the videos, on your favorite subscriber, whoever channel you're watching us through. Let's get the likes up. We thank Sergio for joining us.
Hold on. I know you guys don't. I mean, look, let's talk actual money now. I found this app. It's called After Hour. Okay, it's not seriously. I mean, this is a stupid name, right? However, if you do download the app, you can follow my trades on my small Robinhood account for free. Okay, because I verified and hooked up my account to the app, and my name is Serge, SERG, number 8, STOK. So if you download the app, you'll be able to follow me and follow my trades on my small Robinhood account challenge. I started with 1,000. I think today I was at like 3,300. So I want to build that to I don't know, hopefully 25.
Yo, pause.
So is this it? The After Hour be first to alpha stock market super app?
Yeah, it's got a purple logo-ish, kind of a purple and gold logo.
Yeah, it looks a little sweet. I see it.
Yeah, and what it is like so you know, it's like Reddit, but it's an app. But what it does is you can hook up and verify exactly that. Yeah, so you can hook up and verify your account, which I did with my Robinhood account, and then if you go Surge 8 stock, that'll be me. And then if you follow me, you'll see my trades. It's got a little delay, by the way, so you guys know it's not live, but at least you'll know, because I'm not a day trader anyway. So you guys will know what I bought, what I sold, what I'm carrying over, what I'm not carrying over. It's a really, really cool app, and I thought, I'd pass it on. If you guys want to follow my trades, it's going to be there. So that's it.
All right. I will link it up here in the afterhour.com. Sounds a little sketchy, but I live in South Florida. Where everybody's sketchy. So there you go. There's the app.
I don't know.
Everybody's sketchy here in South Florida, bro. We got the. Hey, let me show you the trapeze real quick. Here, you want to see something really good? Here,
After Hours trapeze.
Bro, you got no clue. Well, you might, Sergio. You Armenian. You might. Site can't be reached.
Daro's onto your ass, bro.
You know what that
Daro's onto
means?
your ass.
No, I think, what is it? Trapeze Swing Club? Is that what it's going to be called?
Oh my God! You said swing club. We already know what you're doing on your weekends, on Vinny.
Yeah, driving for fucking Uber. It's available. TrapezeSwingClub.com is available. So anyway,
buy it.
I should. I mean, and then link it to the elbow room, and we'll be good.
Yeah. But anyway, so just got a ride to Dana Point for 110. Okay, from where? Laguna to Dana Point? I don't know. To where?
Scott, he just said you suck. That's what he said, Scott. He said you suck. He says you're driving for peasant wages, Scott. You and your black Suburban, you suck. That's what I heard. I don't know. I could be wrong. Did I hear wrong? Huh? See? Exactly.
You choose violence.
He chose. That's right. Sergio chose violence.
That's a good ride. If it's like 10 miles or some shit. Right?
10 miles, it should be $300. If you listen to the good tubers and the YouTubers, if you're not making $27 a mile, you suck. You're terrible.
No, bro, you forgot that you
should go get no. You should go get a job at fucking 7-Eleven if you can't make $27 a mile.
No,
mile?
Vinny, you
A
forgot
mile.
to say.
Oh my
No,
God.
Vinny.
No, that's a
Oh,
little
from
too
John
much.
Wayne.
Hey, and if Omar was here, he'd tell you.
Oh, okay.
He would
That's
tell
pretty
you
decent, right?
$27 a mile.
That's about, I don't
Or you
know,
suck.
John Wayne to there.
Yo,
About,
Omar tripping,
that's
bro.
about 20 miles, 18, 20 miles. That's pretty good.
And then Omar would tell you $27 a mile is not enough. You need to finesse them off the app.
Right.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
So you
Okay.
can get $47 a mile, or you suck.
Well,
Might be
I don't know
being a
about
dick.
27
My
a
bad.
mile.
No,
Man,
no, Vinny, you gotta mention that the
Silver
gig
Fox says that
crew-
it's like 25, I think.
a little discount. No,
Yeah, it's 25 miles. It's
Oh.
about 29 minutes right now.
yeah, it's tough.
So there you go.
Not bad.
Anyway,
All right, guys. Much
All
love.
right,
All right,
Sergio,
brother.
be good, brother.
See you guys later.
Take care.
About
Stay
to finish
healthy.
up the
Stay
show.
healthy. That's the most important thing. Stay healthy, please.
Yes.
Mental
Stay
and
healthy.
physical.
Yep.
trying, brother. We're trying.
All day,
Stay
baby.
healthy. Stay safe.
Okay, you know what? You brought that up, so now you got to wait a minute. Your dinner's going to wait. You got a microwave. I know you got a microwave. They got microwaves still in California, right?
Oh yeah.
No. What do you got? Gas stoves or electric stoves?
Gas.
Which one did
Electric.
they throw out?
Yes.
Okay. So
Vinny,
today,
you got wooden stove.
sometime. Look, I'm actually going to get serious for a second here. So somebody play some serious music. Okay, here's the deal. Today was one of those days. I said this in the beginning. Today was one of those days that just flowed. From the minute I started to the minute I stopped, I was I had somebody in my car almost the whole day. Had a decent day considering how the market's been down here in South Florida, right? Did 190 plus today, right? In about 6.5 hours. So not terrible for a rented Tesla driver on X. Okay. 4 or 5 of my rides today were older folks, right? And I'm telling you what Sergio just said is so fucking spot on. And we mentioned this. Bro, we're sitting up here and we're bitching about mileage and rides and this, that, and the other. But remember, we choose to turn on that fucking app.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to turn on that app, you are making a decision. Okay, I'm going to cherry pick what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But we get angry, right? We get angry. We get distraught. We get angry. We get stressed out. We get all these fucking emotions. Like Steven was saying earlier, you feel defeated, right? You feel like, oh, this is only happening to me. Nah, brother, it's happening to everybody.
Yep.
So you pick and choose your rides. But 3 of those people that I dealt with today, they all needed assistance. They couldn't get in and out of the car by themselves. In their life, they're so far ahead. The one guy that sticks out to me, his name was Herman, right? 72 years old. He just moved from LA 2.5 years ago, right? He's moved to one of the retirement communities over here. Said California sucks. He couldn't handle the taxes and all the bullshit out there anymore. So he moved here where it's cheaper. Okay, that's a no-brainer.
Right.
But this guy, Carrie, you'll appreciate this. This guy is 72 years old. He has to walk with an upright walker.
Yeah.
He can't use a regular walker. He can't use a cane. He can't use none of that. Now, I understand 72 years old is old. I get that. But it's not that old in today's medical age.
Nope.
Right.
This guy does charity events. He walks 7 miles, 10 miles on charity events to raise money for people that can't walk.
That's awesome.
And I'm saying to myself, you mean to tell me I get out and I walk my 2-3 miles a day, some days, not all days. And I bitch and moan about this, that, and the other when I'm the one making the decisions to do the shit. So I guess what I'm trying to say, and I know some people in the chat aren't going to appreciate this. Listen, buck up, shut up. If you're going to turn the apps, cherry pick your rides and move on and keep it going.
Yeah.
And don't stress this shit, man. This shit is going to fucking kill you, dude. This
Yeah.
shit's going to kill people. That's what I want.
I had a this is like it's a personal thing, but I'll tell you guys. 2 nights ago, I woke up at 4 a.m. I couldn't breathe. I literally could not breathe. Right? I was like, my wife goes, "We need to call 911." I don't know. I never had one. It felt like an asthma attack. I never had it. Okay. And the next day, I'm completely fine. So my wife goes, no, you got to go get checked out. It's probably your heart, this, that, this, whatever. You smoke, you're overweight, the usual nagging wife shit, okay? Which she has every right to do, which, whatever. But the reason I'm thinking was because the day before, I talked to a friend of mine who I've been friends with since 3 years old. 3. We're exactly the same age. We went to elementary school together. We went to high school together. We went to Europe together. We came to the US together. It's in fact in the podcast. So about 5 months ago, his 52-year-old wife got some infection and she died 3 days ago. Okay. With 2 kids, devastation, and we were like both crying the day before on the phone. It was like, he's in Turkey, he's in Istanbul, and I'm here. I can't go. I'm just too busy. I think that affected me so much that either I had an anxiety attack or I had some shit that happened. It definitely was not normal. So what I'm saying is like those kind of things kind of make you understand and respect life, because I believe that we are on this planet in a brown paper bag, which is called our bodies. And then whatever happens after that, if you're a believer, you're a believer. If you're not, you're not. But that brown paper bag is going to carry you hopefully for 80 years on this planet, and then you're going to go somewhere. What I'm saying is that life is short. Damn. You can't fuck around with life. And I'm going to end this on this. I don't want to like get emotional. My mother always said to me, every one of us, when we're born, God lights up a candle for each one of us. Some people's candles are 1/4 inch high. Those are the kids that catch cancer at 3 and die. Some people's are tall, like, happens to be some of our presidents. They live until 95, right? And to me, nobody knows how tall their candles are.
Yeah.
So you better fucking take care of that candle and make sure it doesn't go out before it's time, if you can help it, but you still don't know. And that's why I was like, yeah, it was a tough week. And so that's why I'm telling you guys, your health is the most important thing. Fuck Uber, fuck DoorDash, fuck gig economy, fuck Lyft. Go give your wife a hug, kids a hug.
Fuck
because the rest is, you can put a bunch of money in front of a dog in a bowl. They won't even sniff it. Fuck, money, of course, is the necessary evil.
Damn, I like that shit. You could put money inside of a dog bowl, you won't even sniff that shit.
And to get there is becoming so stressful, right? Chase that dollar that it's okay. Okay, just don't stress yourself out for the fucking money that you're gonna blow on some shit that you don't need anyway.
That's a fact.
So Sergio speaking facts right now, for real.
Anyway,
when you're all fucked up, that money can't do nothing for you, bro.
Nothing.
You could be laid up in the hospital and you can't fucking do shit. You can have all the money in your account, bro, and that shit don't mean nothing, bro.
Well, the richest people, when they die, they're not buried with their money, right? So it's like what you do with it. Obviously, look, man, you'd rather have it than not have it. But to get there, to kill yourself is not worth it. It's just not worth it.
With everything that I do, if I did it for the money, bro, I wouldn't have shit, bro. Because to do this shit that I do, you gotta have something bigger than money, bro. Because shit, when you're down, bro, and you're really looking up like, man, somebody help me, why me? And you're in them why me situations, bro. People could throw, like you just said, $1 million in your face. You throw that money right back in their face, man. I don't need this shit right now. I need something else that's bigger than money. It's bigger than everything, and it's like, that's some real shit,
anyway,
man.
I didn't want to take you guys down, but I just wanted to share that with you. It was a tough week for this week, and still
Thank
had
you
to
for sharing.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, bro. We're a band of brothers, and that's what I appreciate
it. I appreciate it, and then
that's what we need to be. We need to be here for each other, even if we don't, we don't have to agree, but we gotta be.
Yeah.
We all be safe out there, please. Please be safe out
there. Be safe, brother.
And we will see you guys soon.
Yep.
All right, you got it, Sergio. Bye. Thank you, bro.
All right, see you guys.
All right, guys.
So we're about to close out the show. I think that was a pretty somber point to close out the show on. I was gonna have everybody do a quote for the week, or give their experience.
You should do it anyway. You should do it anyway.
Don't
be a bad host. Don't be a bad host.
Does that make me a bad host for ending on a somber point?
Yeah, bro. You don't want people. Yeah.
You know what? We got backseat hosting. Man. You know what? I'm gonna have to. Sorry, I put you.
Oh! He said, "Get the fuck out of here." He said, "Be gone."
Yo.
He
Hey, what did Rick James say? What is it? Cold-blooded.
Right.
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
So
Hey,
I'm gonna piggyback off of what he said. That if we're gonna give our last statements for the night, don't worry about the things you can't control. There's way too much out there that you have no control over. It'll stress you out. You'll burn your candle out. So there's that statement, burning a candle from both ends. It's like, is it really worth all that? Get your mindset right. And strive for the things that you can actually fix, the things that you can actually build up and make solid. So I'll give that point. County Tom, what you got?
Yeah, my usual thing, always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you keep your eyes on everything, keep your head on the swivel. And then I just use this to help do stuff that I need to do. If I need an extra 60, I'll get out there and try to get that extra 60. If I need 40, I'll get out there and get the 40. I've done this for 7.5 years. I still haven't even hit 4,000 rides yet.
All right, solid point. All right, what do we got, Eddie?
No. Say his name.
Working.
Say his name. Say his name.
What is it?
Vinny the Wiener Waker.
Oh shit!
Come on, bro. What's a good host? You're not gonna say this.
Oh shit!
Yo.
Oh, that is so funny. I can't believe you guys made me put that there.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Shit, man.
You guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Just working your pivot. I'm literally just doing everybody knows that me and Vinny be doing the whole day trading thing. So I just funded. I just did my funded account. So I'm going that route. Just going for it. Really need to get out of fucking ride sharing.
What did he say? What did Eddie say?
I'll be joining him. I'll be joining him next week.
Yo, you said just go for it. That's what you gotta do. Just go for it.
Just go.
Fuck
all right, carrying my world. What we got?
Okay. Hey man, when y'all out there, go all the way, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there fucking half-assing the shit. You know what I'm saying? I watch everybody's vlogs on the channel, and everybody on here, when we're out there, we're at least giving it 150%. Ain't no bullshit. We're not fucking bullshitting. What does Vinny say? The rent's got to be paid, no matter fuck what, how much we complain. If YouTube is down or whatever is down for me, at least I'm fucking out there doing roadies, doing what I got to do, because you can be up today and you can be down tomorrow, and you can never act too cocky. That's why I fuck with all of y'all. I'll never be too big-headed to come on the channel. I'll never be none of that shit. I'm humble because life already has humbled me, and I want everybody to carry this message and say, look, when you're out there, stop fucking bullshitting. Get the fucking shit done. Get your money. And if the slot machine's hot, kill that, milk that shit. And that's it. Don't fucking complain. You're out there and you're taking plenty of McDonald's and Checker fucking workers to home, and they look way more miserable than you look. And as much as it sounds fucked up, it kind of cheers me up when I see them pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't flipping fucking burgers, and at any time, no one can tell me you can't use the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. No one can tell me a lot of shit. So this shit ain't as bad as people try to make it out. It's just a fucking game, like Sergio touched on. Play the fucking game, and when you're gonna play the game, go all the way. Don't fucking half-ass this shit. That's it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
He said when the slot machine is hot, you keep on.
Hey,
milk that
shit. You milking that bitch.
You get 3 comforts in a row, you better get your ass out there and keep fucking going, bro. For you end up with 3 shares in a row.
Tony, are we there?
Yo, I'm here.
All right.
That's my guy. My guy Tony's always working, but he always shows up.
What you got for the week?
So if you're not diversified in your income streams, start thinking about that.
Yep.
Not just the amount of gig apps you have, but just try to get more income streams. If you have a W-2, you got YouTube or Amazon, seller, you got a table at a flea market, you got some real estate. Like, build your personal empire. You gotta start somewhere, so might as well get started sooner than later.
100%.
All you gotta do is hit record, damn it.
All right, Bootylicious. Dara's David Richards' daddy. What we got?
It's actually pretty good. I like that name tonight.
Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. So me and Scott were talking on the phone about this, and he said something that you know, it's a real shit. So it's a quote that he said. It says, "Rideshare services are like a payday loan. They offer immediate convenience and relief, but the cost can quickly add up, leaving, us financially strapped in the long run." You know what I mean? So, like, meaning, payday loans are good, but they'll screw you over in the long run, just like Uber and Lyft. You know what I mean? That quick money and all that, just it means nothing, bro. It really means nothing, bro. And people are just doing it just so they could get the little money and then go down to the liquor store. Like what Scott said, people will just go down to the liquor store, cash that check, and you get fucked by the liquor store selling booze that like over 10% markup on it, because they know that people are gonna come over and spend all their money on bullshit. You know what I mean? So just make sure you know what you're doing with your money, and just get out of this shit, bro. So yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, Mr. Not Here himself. What do we got for the week?
I'm going to put this quote up because I think this quote encapsulates everything. He who works all day has no time to make money. Do you understand what that means? If you're so busy slaving away for somebody else and you don't put any time into you developing you're never going to have money. You'll always be a worker. You'll always be on those lower tiers. Now, for some people, that might be okay. But for a lot of people, to try to get ahead, you gotta sacrifice. So he who works all day, he who goes to work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then comes home, he's really got no time to make money. How do you make money? You make money by developing businesses, learning skills. In today's age, whatever the pivot is. If you're a delivery driver during the day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., then from 7 p.m. to midnight, you could be delivering for your own company. Take what you learn from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and apply it to your own business 7 p.m. to midnight. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, don't settle for what they're willing to pay you. Don't settle for what they're willing to pay you. Because like we have discussed tonight. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Instead of the Rockefellers.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, listen, this is how people get jammed. This is how people get jammed. They get a W-2. They get a W-2, and it might be good for them when they're 20, but then when they're 60, they realize that W-2 fucked them. They never made any money.
Yeah.
They made just enough to pay their bills.
Yep, I agree with that, man, because you know what? This last year, when I was doing all this social media stuff, my wife was the one that had to tell me, like, yo, you gotta fucking stop Ubering. This is something real. You gotta push this shit, YouTube, your TikTok. You gotta, because you get so addicted of like, nah, man, I gotta make my little 200. I gotta make it. Fuck that shit, 200. You can have 200,000. You can have 50 grand in 1 week, but you gotta believe. You gotta say fuck this shit and work on yourself, bro. Like, that's the
you gotta get uncomfortable.
You gotta get uncomfortable, bro. I had to sacrifice so much, like, weeks of being kind of brokey to do these videos and shit, and be like, you're not getting paid for it. Yeah. I didn't know what an AdSense account was until last month, the last 2 weeks. I didn't know what the fuck that was. I didn't know what AdSense was. Now I know what the fuck it is.
Now you know what it is.
I know. Now I'm like, okay, I'm paying fuck attention now. You know?
Listen,
there's a good quote actually from Boondocks that says, "There's the known unknowns and there's the unknown unknowns." You realize how many things you don't know that you don't know?
Bro, I had no idea of what the YouTube money was, bro. In the last 2 weeks have been crazy on YouTube for me, dog. But I take it and I believe it'll get better. You know what I'm saying? But even making like, just because I fuck with y'all, like average the last 4 weeks, every week I probably made about like 1,800 off YouTube a week, but I'm still doing Uber. I'm still doing Uber, right?
Yeah.
And because I'm still in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, but what if this shit goes to from 1,800 to 1,200, from 1,200 to 400 or to 100? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I still got it in my head, and now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking take the whole week off. I'm gonna push so much fucking content because I believe in myself. Because this is the time.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to bring up something, and I know the guy don't listen to us no more because he and I had a falling out, but I still respect him and I still thank him. He got me turned on to the Amazon influencer program. That's Richie Hustles, right? And I see what he's doing out there on his other channels, and I salute him. And he always used to say to Eddie and me, always, make the content. Doesn't matter. Make the content. Make the videos. Make the videos. Make the videos. And well, you had Prime Day yesterday and today on Amazon. Okay. And tomorrow, listen, whether you guys, I'd appreciate if you guys give it a view. I'm going to have a couple of product reviews I'm putting out on the channel for tomorrow. I'm not putting out any other videos this week, just the product reviews. But I spent Saturday making videos on a vacuum cleaner, on a backup power station, a 1,000 watt power station, right? My freaking dash cam, even though Amazon rejected it, I'm gonna go and remake it again, right? There's certain things with Amazon that there's certain things that you got to be careful what you say and what you do. So I got to go and remake that. But the point is, that was Saturday, bro. Saturday's usually the best day for Uber driving down here. And I sacrificed that Saturday because I wanted to get those 10 videos up and running for Prime Day, because I know Prime Day is a better day to make money. This is what it is. You got to suffer. You got to be uncomfortable.
I got my best friend, Lou, that he works in Miami, to watch your videos, right? And because he was like, man, I'm kind of tight right now, bro. He does real estate, but he's tight. Man, I'm thinking about Ubering again. I told him, yo, you think it's worth it? And I go, yo, watch Vinny's shit. You know what I'm saying? He watched your shit, bro, and he's happy as fuck, bro. He got a Hertz rental. He's making his money. He ain't complaining. He called me right now. Yo, I made 170 in 6 hours. Today's a fucking good day. He's happy as fuck. He's like, bro, before I was Ubering before the pandemic, I didn't make this fucking kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So he's happy as fuck. And I was looking at him like, I thought my boy was straight with money because he does real estate. He was like, nah, man, I'm fucked up out here. This shit is tough. But just to let you know, like, by him watching your video made him like call me and be like, yo, I watched this video. Yo, he really makes this money. I'm like, yeah, bro, this is no bullshit. He tells you the truth. He tells me, you know what I'm saying?
Bad days, in between days.
There's bad days, there's good days, homie. And he called me he called me like right before I got on there. I was on the phone. Yo, man, I'm doing good today. It's fucking blessing because he got a kid now, so expenses are getting crazy.
Hey, Vinny, right? Wow. What's it called? Boost him up to the next level, Vinny. Tell him what.
No. Listen, bro. Listen, I always I try to keep it as honest as possible with people. And listen, you're not going to hear me say Uber's the best. I'm telling you.
No. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to get the fuck out.
Angela
video says,
yeah, we're gonna address that one too. But there's you're completely mistaken, Angel, and we'll explain why in a second. But what I was saying is boost them up to the next level, because the things that we're about to work on, the things that we've been talking about more so behind scenes, your boy has two different people to look at, Kerry. You and Vinny. Get him on that social media tip. He's a real estate person.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him, bro. This is the crazy part. This is how I knew the social media shit on YouTube was taking off. He called me while I was at a fucking wedding, and he was like, "Yo, you just popped up on my For You page." This motherfucker that has no social media at all. So for him to call me and tell me that shit, I'm looking at my wife like, "Yo, babe, this shit's going. This shit's going right now." So right now, I've been saying fuck Uber a lot, fuck Roadie, because, bro, I gained 30,000 followers in 2 weeks.
Trust me, there's gonna be a group of people that want to watch somebody that is in real estate and what they're having to do to make it. Yeah, and right now, while he's struggling, is a great time for him to learn how to present himself on camera. So
I already told him. I showed him the AdSense. I showed him my TikTok deposits. I'm like, bro, this is real shit. I paid off my fucking girl's Tahoe. I paid off my Tesla in a year, dog, because I was scared that this shit would go away. So when I got my first big check, I said, pay off the fucking car.
Paying off the debts is amazing.
Shit. Pay this shit off. Why? Pay the rent 3 months. Why? Because we don't fucking know if this shit is just, it's like a, what's it called? A robbery. We're going to take as much money as we can. And if this shit all goes to shit, at least our cars are paid off and we're straight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the scary part. You think you're rich. Oh, I got a check. Fuck that. Let's go on vacation. No, hell no. Pay that shit off so we got no car payments. Pay this shit the fuck off. Why do you think I would still be Ubering? Because I got a big check.
Debt out.
Pay that shit off. Why? Because I'm working like a happy camper when my shit's paid off.
Right. Yep. So let me go ahead and answer this. I respect that you guys do this week in and week out, but for who? There are 2 people here now, and I've never seen more than like 5 people. Not trying to be a jerk, genuinely curious who this is for. Well, one thing you're missing, if you scroll up, there's a bunch of people commenting in the on the live stream. If you think that's only 2 people, you're wrong. First off, right now, there's roughly 30 to 35 people that are watching from several different channels. Okay. And on other days, it can go up to as much as 100 plus people. So there's a lot of people that watch our live stream and expect us to be here regularly. And we appreciate that you're here. We appreciate that you're here to watch, but you're mistaken. We actually we have a farther reach than what you think.
Yeah. And straight up, I'm going to tell you right now, all my followers, they watch every stream that has my name tagged on it. If they see me, it's gonna happen. So you got more than just 30 people, bro. I got 160,000 just on TikTok. They look for me. They'll follow you. They'll provide. If I fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you. They gonna like a picture. They gonna share this. You can't look at the negative stuff and don't downplay our channel, bro. Okay, we got all classes of people: black, white, Hispanic, short, fat, small.
Oh, there it is. Now Carrie's being racist. God damn it.
No, I'm not. Hey, no, I'm not. I said we got all types of people on this stuff.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Okay, we got fucking handicaps on here too. Don't play with us, bro. So it's all good.
That's good, Roman.
We got Buddha. Yeah, we got Buddha.
Trying to follow the Discord link and maybe I'll figure it out. You should be once you click into the link, you have to have the program up. Either have the program up or have be signed in on your Discord, and then that link should allow you to join our Discord because we're about to leave. We're gonna head over there and have a conversation actually about our pivots. So you can feel free to jump in. I'm gonna drop this link right now for you guys.
I don't got that link, dog. Where's it at?
Oh yeah, no, Silver. I was going to say that too, but I thought I pretty much made the point. But yeah, there's people that come back and watch the live stream off of my channel. At least 30 people by the next day. So,
hey, and another thing too. Oh, my bad, Vinny. And another thing too. Even if one person, hey, bro, even if one person watches it, bro, let's be real. We with all of us and the experience we have, if we could just change that one person and make sure he pivots out of this shit. It's all that matters, bro. It's all that matters. Because Uber,
they just gotta have something. They gotta have something that they can pivot from that they actually like. You know, usually when you work on your pivot, you're not making anything from it.
What's this guy's name that said that? Look, buddy.
No. He wasn't
coming. Yeah,
he was just curious.
Okay,
he wasn't
being
on.
You know what I'm saying? I turn Rocky Balboa real quick. You know what I'm saying? Don't diss my guys, bro. Don't diss my guys, bro.
Like, hey, bro. Honestly, too, I was gonna say before we dip out, Uber and Lyft is just like a drug, man. You know what I mean? We get too addicted in doing this shit. Like like literally, we get addicted to this. Like Kerry said, he could do all this social media thing, but he still goes to the Uber and Lyft, right?
Bro.
Right? But
love that
you know, at the end of the day, it's just like a drug. We need it. We need it. We're like,
and the other thing is, you guys encourage us to keep going. So, with that being said, we are going to close out the show. Some of us will be heading into the Discord so that we can discuss some of our pivots that we're working on. And we appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you next week. Or if you see one of our videos during the week, you know, enjoy our presence, and we'll see you guys later.